All right, cool.
Muted. The views expressed on Talk Real Solutions, hosted by Tyrone Thompson at TalkRealSolutions.com, are the views of Tyrone Thompson and do not reflect the views of TalkRealSolutions.com, YouTube, or etc. The content here belongs to Talk Real Solutions and its many contributors. Views and opinions expressed by all contributors belong to them and not TalkRealSolutions.com or Tyrone Thompson, the host, or etc. All data and information provided on the site is for informational purposes only. Talk Real Solutions makes no representations as to accuracy, completeness, correctness, suitability, or validity of any information on this site and will not be liable for any errors, omissions, or delays in this information or any losses, injuries, or damages arising from its display or use. All information is provided on an as-is basis.
What's up, Ty? Can you hear me? Oh shoot. Tyrone, can you hear me?
Unmuted.
Yeah, I can hear you.
My
Muted.
my sound output is giving me trouble saying that I'm on mute. I don't know how to shoot. Well, I'm gonna have to do Tyrone.
Unmuted.
What you
I'm gonna do
mean? What
this
you
in
mean
the
you on
middle.
mute? If you was on mute, I couldn't hear you. What you talking about?
No, I can't hear like if I'm playing something or anything. It's saying that my sound thing is on mute. So if I play stuff or whatever, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to hear it because like you go down there to your right corner of your thing, and you have that little sound thing or whatever. Mine has an X over it.
Okay, well
I
click.
can't.
Okay, well put your mouse down there over it. Click on it and move your
No,
volume.
I clicked over it. I did that. I clicked over it, and then I try to uh, click on like to make my sound on, and it's not doing anything.
Okay, so click on it, and then look up the top of that gray box, and you should see like a little up arrow. Do you see that on the right hand side?
You mean gray box?
Whenever you click on the speaker, another box
No,
pops.
it's not. Yeah, it's not letting me do anything. It just has the speaker X'd out. No audio devices found.
Okay, but can you click on it?
No,
Can you right click on
I
it?
can't click on. No, I can right click. Hold on. Go to settings.
Okay, so hold
What
on
does
for a
that
minute.
mean?
Go ahead and open your settings. It's just click on open settings.
Volume. I can't turn my volume up
Okay.
at all.
See, this is what happens. You're not listening. Can you right click on it and then click on open settings?
Yes, I'm in my system sound,
Okay, so
and
now
I
up there.
cannot.
Okay, stop
I
talking.
cannot turn my volume up.
Can you stop talking? Up there, up on the sound where it says output, it says choose your output device. Do you see that?
No output devices found. That's what it's saying right now.
Okay, well, yeah, you got a ghetto ass computer then. I don't know what the hell to
Oh,
tell you,
okay.
but huh?
No, what I'm saying is, let me frick around, turn my computer off. I need to restart my computer.
Okay, well, you can talk and restart your computer at the same time. It ain't gonna interfere with shit.
It's not gonna interfere with nothing.
No.
What do you mean it's not gonna interfere with nothing?
Cause you ain't controlling shit. You just logged into the damn switchboard. Your phone called in, so you can talk. If people still hear you.
Mm-mm.
So you can
How do
reach.
you,
Huh?
okay, let me, turn, let me let me restart my computer, man. I didn't know I could still be talking and to restart my computer.
Yeah, you called in with your phone, right?
Um, yeah.
Yeah, so you can still talk
Yeah.
and while your computer boots up.
Okay. Let me do this, bro, because it's crazy. This happened to me this morning when I was on the thing. I don't know. It's okay. Let me do this right now. See, I'm restarting it right now. Tie, motherfucking phone. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
what we doing? We can go ahead talk a little bit, nigga. I'm trying to do some shit.
Howard, you asked to do this thing. I done told you every week that you call me and try to tell me that I'm gonna be on this line tonight. You full of shit. So you got a
Tie
topic.
phone.
You got whatever
I'm
topic you
restarting my
want to talk
computer.
about. Your computer booting up. You don't need your computer to think, do you? Oh, you might be one of them slow
Sometimes,
motherfuckers.
sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. No, my computer is restarting right now, but this is weird. This is the second time this happened to me with the sound shit. This is funny to me. But my computer's restart. Hey, I heard you got a new computer for Christmas. You sound like you probably have the same computer I do.
Well, I got a Galaxy, a Samsung Galaxy Book 360, Book Pro 360.
Oh, I think mine is called a Gram or something. I don't know. I don't even know who makes the Gram um, laptop. Who
Mm-hmm.
makes the Gram?
I ain't
It's
never heard
called the
of it.
Gram. Okay, now the sound is on. I think it's either Sony or no, nigga. You try to make things like my shit is weak, nigga. My shit is like yours. I done had this shit for 2 years, and it's a 360. I could flip it out, do all that shit. I done had it for 2 years, nigga. You
Uh,
late on your shit. You trying to brag on the bullshit, nigga. You
okay,
late. I
well,
done
I mean,
had
you
my shit.
talking,
My shit is light as hell. And
you talking about how great your computer is. There's only one of us rebooting ours right now, so I mean that speaks for itself.
okay,
So
well, yeah, that's fine. But
you ain't never heard me talk about I got to read my sound all fucked up, shit.
the Alexa is built into my shit. It's called a Gram, but I don't know who makes the damn computer. Who makes the Gram computer? Look that up, little nigga.
Whoever makes it,
I'll
you
look it.
you probably need to
I'll look it
holler
up right now.
you probably need to holler at them and tell them to work on their audio, their sound
I'll
card.
look it up right now since you're being an idiot.
Oh, you can search on your computer now. Is it back up?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Imagine that, huh? Imagine that. Who makes the Gram lap? Oh, it's an LG.
Yeah, probably a
There you
motherfucker
go. It's
in
an LG.
Taiwan some damn well.
It's an LG. Well, I don't know who makes LG. Now you're on your bullshit again. But I need to go and log back into to everything. Um. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So, what's up, G? Frodo? Everybody. Now I'm seeing people on YouTube, but I am not. I need to log in to the switchboard, Ty.
Nigga, get your shit
You still
together.
there,
You,
old
you
nigga?
you be having ghetto ass shows like your shit be all broke when you call in and shit. You ain't ready to damn entertain the people when you call in. You gotta have all this shit together. People People don't want to hear
Well,
you
we're
rebooting
entertaining
that
the
old cheap
people
ass.
right now.
People don't want to hear you rebooting your old cheap ass computer. They want to hear some damn entertainment.
Well, LG Graham, you guys, you look that up, LG Graham, and you'll see that it's not cheap. Um, so, you know, that's another lie that comes from Typhoon Gas, who was used to talking to people like Sarge and ABC that he could bully, that he could talk shit about because they lie. But I don't lie. We tell the truth here. We tell the truth here. We ain't doing bullshit. We tell the truth. But he goes into every conversation with anybody thinking like he talking to a bitch nigga like ABC, which I said years ago. You need to drop that nigga and move on. But hey, you the one on pins and needles on every goddamn show. Not me, but we wouldn't have been in this situation if you would have listened to a nigga like me. So as y'all can tell, I'm back on, I'm strong, and I'm ready to go. Now I was gonna do a Nat Love show, but I had little birdie come at me and said, "Hey, I wanna continue talking about Trump. I want to continue making the case that Trump ain't did shit wrong, and he did whatever he did was best for the people, and it was lawful." So we're gonna get into some of that, but I gotta go head on and cuss at my nigga Tyrone, who tries to belittle people publicly, tries to do all this dirty stuff. You know what? I didn't turn the recording on. God damn it.
Cheap ass computer.
No, that's a cheap ass mind. Ain't no cheap ass computer.
All right, well, you go. Since you on and everything is up, go ahead. I'm going on mute. Have at
The
it,
recording
boss.
has started.
Well, you might need to. Yeah, you can go on mute, but I'm probably finna clown your ass for the next 15, 20 minutes because your ass be on.
I mean, I want to make it clear that we've had this conversation before, and I told you you ain't built for that life, Howard. So you do what you want at your own goddamn risk. Now that's you.
Well, I'm finna clown your ass for the next 10, 15 minutes until Sarge call in. And I'm just finna clown you. Now, if you want to try to make threats, if you ain't
no, I ain't making no threat. I'm just saying, you ain't about that life.
I'm finna come out
I want to
with
hear
the
your
truth.
damn mouth. I don't want to hear your mouth after I retaliate. I don't want to hear shit you got to say.
Oh, you got to retaliate with the truth?
Without a doubt.
Why would you want to retaliate?
Why
would you want to retaliate if it's the truth?
Because I'm Tyrone, nigga.
Why would you want to retaliate against the truth?
Because I'm Tyrone. I do what the fuck I want to do. You don't know that?
But you can do what the fuck you want to do.
Okay, then. Go
fine.
ahead. Have your show then. That's all. I just want to make that understanding.
There's no the word retaliation. Why would you want to retaliate for
just go ahead. Do your thing.
Mad because the nigga gonna tell the truth?
Listen, Howard. Listen, I don't do this. I don't want to go back and forth with you like a little bitch. Now, goddamn, do your damn show.
Well, you already said you gonna retaliate, so that's
okay.
Back and forth
okay,
right there.
I'm hanging up. Just damn. The fuck
you see, you guys on YouTube
Muted.
Get rid of a nigga real quick. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. But anyway, you guys, and I want to thank Tyrone for giving me this opportunity, you guys, to talk to you guys like we normally talk. I wanted to do Nat Love, but I found some things that I wanted to talk about politically, things that I believe, are an issue what's going on in our world today. You guys, give me a second. Just give me a second. Hold on. I'm not gonna go at Tyrone like I threatened his ass, but you see, once I threatened his ass with the truth, that nigga run away like a little bitch. I'm not gonna do that. Um, what I've listened to 2 or 3 shows from TRS this week, and what I'm seeing is disturbing to me as far as people not standing on truth. Not what I'm seeing is that there's a certain part of the people like Sarge, hell, I just name him out there, like Sarge, who will deal with an evil, a vile grifter, as long as he think he gonna get what he gonna get, which he's not gonna get that either. But that's the whole part of grifting, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get that.
Okay, just don't let me, man. I can get a anything.
What?
And I just
What? Antoinette? Antoinette. Is that
Yes,
Antoinette?
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm here. Thank you. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
Antoinette,
I'm sorry,
you-
Howard. I put myself on mute. I'm sorry.
All right. Cool. Uh, yeah, what I heard the other night is, and deep, no, I ain't been drinking like your ass was drinking the other day. Damn near, but I'll continue on. I'm not even going to get up to that. What I heard the other night was disturbing because Tyrone did something that was really, really good. He brought up the subject. He kind of trapped Sarge. He trapped him in a way that whatever this damn senator or whoever from New York, which I don't know, I'm not even following it like that, but I'm listening to these guys talk about it. And Sarge just basically said, hey, I don't care. I don't care that he has lied his way to this spot. I don't care that he has represented himself to his constituents. As long as he get in there and vote the way that my people want him to vote, I don't care. And then Tyrone did a great thing. He said, well, nigga, that's what you've been doing for years about Trump. And Sarge denied it, but that's what he's doing. And that shit kind of caught my mind, right? And said, wow, is this where we are in the politics? Is this where we are now, where we have no scruples, we have no rules, we have nothing? Hell, he can kill 50, 100 people as long as he is on my side of thinking politically. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Because if we're in that part of the game, we have reversed time back to the 1930s. And we all know what happened then. If we're thinking like that now, if we're going into cult thinking, but Sarge, and I hate to say it, buddy, you've gotten into some cult thinking. It doesn't matter to you. Hey, get these people no matter what. Get these people because they're not on my side. And you can do whatever you want. You know, steal elections, cry, lie, this and just get. Is that where we at in the game? I find it disturbing because to me, I stopped. I was hard in the politics 15 years ago. Really loved it, and they were talking about policies and what they wanted to do for people, and it changed. It changed in 2008 when that black man got elected. Politics are no longer about the issues. It's no longer about policies. It's about culture now. Cultural shit. It's not what I can do for my constituents. It's about like what they were talking about the other night. It's about like sodomy, homosexuality. It's not about what are you going to do for your people. Sodomy, homosexuality doesn't do shit for me, no matter where you fall on either side of that line. That don't do shit for me. Nothing. What about retirement, Social Security, how minimum wage, jobs, so much that they used to talk about. Ain't nobody talking about that. They're not talking about that anymore. It's culture wars now. Culture. It's so much that there's a guy that does a show on here and he's no longer allowed to be on YouTube. It's all he talks about is conspiracy shit. Conspiracy. And it's gotten so bad that we have politicians that talk about they run on conspiracies. It's so bad that the politicians create the conspiracies, they run on it, they lose, and they create another conspiracy and go to court, waste taxpayers' money on conspiracies. What am I getting out of this now? Are we going to get politicians now that will just say any goddamn thing and maybe win on conspiracy shit? Well, we already had that. The President of the United States. Listen, that guy, he did that. Already we had a guy that did that. And what we're seeing now with this Kerry Lake stuff, whatever, is they're trying to do the same playbook. Now, we're going to sit here as a community of people and fall for this shit and let this become the norm? Is that what's going to happen to us? Because I'm concerned about my kids' future. I got 3. And I'm concerned. Are we going to get back to reality? Or are we going to listen to niggas talking about the Matrix? And the world is now the Matrix and all this shit. Are we going to get back to reality and talking about people? Because I'm coming up on retirement, y'all. I want my goddamn money. Who don't? I paid into it. That's an issue for me, right? That's an issue. That's one of my personal issues. It's an issue for me. Deep says, Deep, you're on the line. If you're on the line, Deep, press 1. I don't know. Or just speak. I don't have it locked up, bro.
I'm on the line too, Howard. Just letting you know. I thought you knew already.
No, I didn't, because I didn't lock the line down. So, Sarge, you there? Deep said he wanted to say something. Then after that, I guess we can go to Sarge. Okay,
Deep, my guest, man. Have at it.
Yeah, okay, Deep, I see you now.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Greetings to you, my brother Howard, and greetings always to my brother Sarge, who always kicks the political science. Um, so basically, we're just talking about modern day politics and how it affects policy in America. Is that the
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
gist of
going
it?
on. But you can talk about anything you want to talk about, brother. I'm just spitting off the dome. Go ahead, bro. I'm putting myself on mute. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to expand on what you were talking about, and I know that Sarge, being the political aficionado that he is, can really get into the nuts and bolts of politics and how it works. Basically,
Mm.
we just have to recognize what it means to be in a democratic society versus a republic, which the United States is really a democratic republic. That's what the inception of this country was supposed to be. Now, when you introduce a democracy, which is two wings of the same bird, you always have to have opposition to get things done. And what happens when you have this opposition to get things done, sometimes you have to revert to nefarious tactics. And I think that that's what you're alluding to is the things that people do who are in these positions from a political standpoint to get something done either in their favor or in someone else's favor.
No,
And the constituency does matter because
let me.
politicians cater to their constituency, whether you believe that
Right.
or not.
Can I?
Go ahead. Go
Can
ahead.
I just dive in a little bit? Maybe refine my point. I've seen from 2008, 2000. Let's go back to even 2007. I've seen politics degenerate from the issues to, oh, this nigga's a faggot, or just bullshit that doesn't. If you're representing the people, right? For me, and I think for most people, I don't care what this dude is doing in his bedroom or this woman is doing in her bedroom. I don't. What are you going to bring to the people that you represent? How are you going to help the people? What I'm seeing now is what they think is helping the people is we're going to stop fags, or we're going to bullshit stuff, cultural shit. We're gonna, most of it is homosexual shit. It's nothing for, hey, we're going to make sure Social Security is around for you guys that are gonna need it. We're gonna do. There's so many political things that, in my mind, they can do to help the people, but it's not about helping people anymore. It's about, nigga, fuck gas, we want electric, or fuck electric, we want gas. It's not about, okay, we can go down here and do both, but here's the reasons why. This is going to be better in the future. This is something that we need to make a move on. It's about culturally, because culturally we've used the oil, used this and that. It's a cultural thing, and now that it's trying to shift, it becomes not a battle or war of words or something that is scholastic. it becomes like this dumb nigga Sarge said, how many of those cars in Buffalo got stranded that was electric? Like a fucking gas-powered car never got stranded in the cold. That's one of the stupidest things I ever heard this dumbass nigga say. Like, that's dumb as fuck. But he gets that because he's going on some cultural shit, and we're going down this road, and politics has gotten screwed over. So I'm sorry, it took me too long, D, to try. But I think you understand what I'm saying. I can't. I'm not. I guess I'm not. I'm not speaking it correctly, I guess. But I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, D.
No, I do. I do understand what you're saying. I'm going to yield the balance of my time to Sarge because he's going to break it down for you. But I'd like to say this before Sarge, you get on, is that politics has nothing to do with culture.
It shouldn't have anything to do with culture.
It does.
It shouldn't.
It doesn't.
But it does today.
No, it doesn't. And Sarge, I'm going to yield the balance of my time to you so you can break this down etymologically.
Well, Sarge is going to break your ass down, and politics always has something to do with culture.
I haven't taken a side in this argument. I haven't taken
a side.
You
said politics have nothing to do with culture.
With culture,
but
it doesn't.
In today's time, and what's going on in today's time, that's all politics is culture wars. They're not talking about issues anymore. But go ahead.
Politics is about best interest.
That's what it should be about. That's what it should be about, but it's not about that right now. That's what I'm saying. I think we agree what it should be about, but I'm saying what it is about right now, it's not about that. It's about culture wars. But But if you want to hear this dumbass nigga Sarge talk on this shit and giving him all this leeway,
Howard, be nice.
Then go ahead,
be nice.
Sarge. I am nice.
Let's have an
I am being nice.
Okay.
May I proceed now, Your Grace?
I'm not Your Grace, but go ahead, brother.
I am going to, in fact, at least for, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, I am going to proceed with the utmost of courtesy and probity in response to your utter lack of decorum and your gratuitous insults about my intelligence. I, for moments, am not going to sink to your depths because there's enough whale shit at the bottom of the ocean. But let me proceed. Now, I appreciate Deep making the distinction between a democracy and a democratic republic. I'd like to go a little bit further. My comments about, when we talk about sodomy, we're talking about what should be or shouldn't be. For me, the argument is not really so much about those issues, even though they are important, and I do wish to make arguments both mainly against it. The real issue for me is, what right do the people in a state have to institute laws using the legitimate police power of the state? Notice the word I'm using, the police power, meaning the right to enact laws dealing with the health, safety, and welfare of the constituent population involved. That is the definition of police power. What rights do the people have to enact laws, whether I, you, or anyone agrees about them, if they importune their legislature under their First Amendment right to petition for redress of grievances and to have laws passed in response to that are consonant with the Constitution of the United States and their state constitution. Now, since there is no federal constitutional right to sodomy, You don't have a
Oh,
federal constitutional right to commit sodomite acts. You don't. That means it is a matter for each state to regulate as it sees fit under its police power provision. So, if a state says we want to inveigh against sodomy, whether it is heterosexual sodomy or homosexual sodomy, that state has a right to do it. Now,
hold on, Sarge. Hold on,
I didn't say a word while you were talking. Let me finish.
I just want to ask you a question.
Let me correct that. Let me correct that. They don't have the right because only people have rights. The state has powers. The federal government has powers. Powers are enumerated and limited by Constitution. They're not supposed to be.
Can I ask you a question, Sarge?
Well, let me first. Then ask me the question. You know, you see more what my premise is, then you can ask me a question.
Well, I want to ask you it now because after you're done, you may be on something else.
No.
So my question is,
right now, when you kept going over sodomy, I want to deal with that. And homosexuality and laws. I want to deal directly with what you said. That's what I'm doing. I'm responding to you. I'm not ignoring you. All right, again, the issue with me is whether or not the people, through their representatives, in the form of their representative republic, have the right to legislate against sodomite acts. They do. That is the powers that the states have through the rights of the people. Now, Utah doesn't have to be like California. California doesn't have to be like Utah. They can legislate differently, and they should. Now, you want to know, see, the problem is you guys can't separate the personal from the political, especially you, Howard, or the governmental. I'm talking about governmental mechanisms here. I would not want to live in a state that had anti-sodomy laws. Do you understand? Sarge, personally, does not wish.
No, I know you come on this line.
Let me finish.
I know you come on this line and you sodomize yourself and everything.
You interrupt me if I can even make my point. Now, this can't work, man. You got to let me make a point. You said I could come on here, explain to you, and I haven't finished explaining it to you, so then you can critique me. But I also think it is more important that the Constitution be followed and the right of the people to legislate in matters that they are allowed to legislate in be preserved. That is more important than a state being allowed to allow homosexuality or sodomy. Infinitely more important to me. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Doesn't have anything to do with my personal preference. Because sodomy is not the only issue that the people get to legislate on.
I understand what you're saying, Sarge, but here's my thing. You're saying it's okay for the government to regulate what you do in your bedroom.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
That is what I'm saying, yes.
I know.
Now, again, I don't want to live in a state that does that. But damn it, don't tell me that you've got a constitutional right to it, because you don't.
Well, I disagree with you, Sarge. The government should not have...
You like to ignore the Constitution. You want what you want.
Sarge. We're to be continued. Here we are again today. Let me ask you a question.
Wait a minute now. Look, wait a minute.
Hold on, Jay. Don't change the subject.
I want to go right to the
I'm not finished yet.
Subject. Go ahead.
I'm not finished yet.
Go ahead.
I mean, he brought up these issues. I am responding to them.
Respond to it so I can ask you the question.
But, all right, Sarge, we agree.
I mean, I didn't bring this up either.
Do we agree, Sarge?
Again.
Listen, Sarge, can I ask a question, please?
Go ahead.
Do we agree that the state should not be dictating what you do in your bedroom? Do we agree on that?
As a general proposition, I would agree with that.
So what is your point?
Because you didn't hear what I said. Apparently, this just goes over your head.
Sarge, say it.
But you still, I took pains to explain it very carefully, and it still goes over your head. You asked me why am I saying? I explained to you why. Because it is more important that the people of a state be allowed to legislate in the things they wish to legislate in, using the First Amendment rights, importuning their legislature to pass laws they believe are necessary for the health, safety, and welfare of their citizenry. That is more important a principle.
Well,
I know it's hard for you to understand because you want what you want, but I do believe deep understands it.
I understand what you're saying. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
I'm not for sodomy laws. I don't know why you can't understand that.
Let me ask you a question. Has there ever been a case, Sarge, that you know of, where there was a report, a police got a call that there are people having sexual encounters in their apartment legally, and there's somebody being sodomized? Legally,
yes, that's what led to the Supreme Court case of Lawrence versus Texas.
That
allowed that the Supreme Court in 1986 said that the state had a constitutional power to legislate against sodomite acts. Then they overturned it later in Bowers versus Hardwick.
Well, wait a minute. That was for a person.
Now, Sarge, hold on, Jay.
No, the police were called to a house. The police were called to a house where they said sodomy acts were being committed. The police responded. The people in the house said, yeah, that's what we're doing. They made an arrest. It went all the way to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said that the state could legislate against sodomy.
Okay, Sarge, would you agree that you are a sodomite?
No.
What do you mean? No. But you said this on the line.
See, I really am reluctant to engage in any personal discussion like after this Ben Wall balls bullshit with you juvenile fucking delinquents.
Bring it back.
So I'm not going to even do it.
No,
if I was talking to mature people, I would actually answer, but I'm not. So I'm not going to answer. I'm going to just say this. I'm just going to say this. A person, that would be almost the same as saying a guy in jail who engages in sodomy, sodomite permanently. When it's a situational sodomy, it isn't the same thing. And by the way, again, you can commit heterosexual sodomy with a woman.
But wait a minute,
Anal intercourse is sodomy. Fellatio is sodomy. Cunnilingus is sodomy.
That's not what I'm saying. I mean,
okay, you got to answer the question. Now get anything else.
All right.
Oral sex is.
I'm not dealing with mature people here.
Sorry,
you are. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have this mature conversation.
No,
oral
the baseball balls. I'm through with that shit.
But
you have it. You got my answer. It stands.
That was a nightmare for Sarge.
All right.
That's bullshit, because you can't talk about nothing else but to get started.
Sarge, stop yelling. Listen, my
damn,
question
man, what
again.
the fuck you think? You think I'm kidding? What, you don't know your own history?
Sarge, we're trying to be mature and serious, and you're yelling. Listen, I'm asking you a question. You said that they called the cops. Who called the cops in 1986?
Someone made a complaint, and the police responded.
Wait.
I don't remember all the details.
Well, you should bring that case up.
But the police responded to the house.
Yeah, but
the door was opened by the
occupant. Whoever that is in the background, can you mute your phone? Or I'm going to have to.
May I say something? Because I have to get going.
But you just, I'm believing that's all the
What? Howard, going on?
Y'all talking to the family?
Okay, Miss Lady. Is that you, Miss Lady?
Yes, I'd like to say something, really quickly to refute Sarge's argument.
Yes, please do.
There is a constitutionally recognized right to privacy, and there have been many anti-sodomy laws in the past from states, but there was a case in 2003, Lawrence versus Texas, where Justice Anthony Kennedy,
Keep going. They don't know that they are, but
Keep
mute
going.
yourself if you hear. Go ahead.
Okay, Justice Anthony Kennedy refuted
No,
those
I had to
arguments.
mute Antoinette.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Oh, and he stated then, this case does involve two adults who with full and mutual consent from each other engaged in sexual practices common to a homosexual lifestyle. The petitioners are entitled to respect for their private lives. The state cannot demean their existence or control their destiny by making their private sexual conduct a crime. Their right to liberty under the Due Process Clause gives them the full right to engage in their conduct without
Stars don't give a
intervention of
fuck
the
about
government.
law. Stars don't give a damn about what
See, this
you're
is what I'm saying.
Miss
Stars
Lady.
don't be telling the truth, and he leaves out
don't
a
give a
lot
damn.
of information.
Black
And
space.
so,
Stop interrupting me before I finish. You don't hurt me.
Here we go. It's
He
too
don't
early.
give a damn about what you just said, Miss
It's too
Lady.
early. It's not New
And
Year's
then
Eve
someone
yet.
else
now he's upset, he's angry because
Here we
I
go.
came with
He's mad at what you
that.
said. He's
I don't
upset.
know why this
Oh,
nigga.
fuck this.
Miss
I
Lady.
came with some
Calm
facts,
down.
and
Be
he
a mature
said
man. Be a
Stars
mature
don't
adult.
so.
care
Now,
about
he
what
said
you
that
just said.
it's very to understand that there were two consenting adults that were engaging in their sexual practices.
Oh, you are missing my point. My point was that
I'm
Bowers
going to hang up because he's
Hardwick
not going to scream
was
over me.
decided in 1986.
He's just a
And they reversed that decision with Over McHale versus Texas.
person, and he thinks that he wants to just overtalk everyone.
Okay, y'all calm down. Let's calm down.
He needs to
You
calm down.
You want your
He's
host
bellicose. He's
Do
bellicose.
you want your host to come or not?
Sarge,
I'm saying,
Have a nice
hold
day.
on.
Hey,
Sarge.
All right.
do you want
Hold
your
on.
co-host to speak or not?
Cole.
Yes or no?
Okay.
Not to be
I'm gonna do
Fuck
this.
you and good night.
Damn.
God damn, Sarge, what the
Yes or no?
hell?
What's the answer?
Yes or no? Do you want me
Hold
to live
on.
or die?
Hold on.
Q&A session has started.
Y'all know I can't stand ABC, but goddamn, we got to. I don't know what she said that made you get so in your damn feelings, Sarge, but you shouldn't be in your damn feelings like that, bruh. Goddamn. Hold on. I'm going to open it up. Everybody chill. Let people talk.
Q&A session is over. All participants are unmuted.
Again, listen up. Bowers versus Hardwick was decided in 1986. Bowers versus Hardwick held that a state does not, the 14th Amendment, that is, which is what the case the plaintiffs made before the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court then in 1986 said that the 14th Amendment does not prevent a state from criminalizing private sexual conduct involving same-sex couples. You hear what I just said? That was now, true, that decision was later overruled in Lawrence versus Texas. The point I am trying to make is that, again, we had a Supreme Court making a decision for all 50 states like they did with Roe versus Wade.
All right, now that you said that, let me ask you
Now,
a
you
question,
understand?
All right, we understand. Now, let me ask you a question. Going back to the 86. Go, real quick. Going back to the 86, I just want to ask you this, Sarge.
Go ahead.
In 86, right, that couple that was called on, you said that you don't know who called the cops, but was this a same-sex couple or was it a heterosexual couple, Sarge?
It was a homosexual couple.
So wait a minute. So this is so what I would say is that maybe the officers were biased. They didn't like homosexuality because let me ask you, after that case, right? Was that
Well,
the
you
first
can't say
case?
that. Yeah, you can't say that. You
Well,
don't know
no.
anything else
Well, I'm
in the
asking
world.
because hold on, this
Right.
is where I'm going, right? My question is that has there been any arrests of any heterosexual couples prior to that or after? What was the beginning?
Yes,
Was that the beginning?
heterosexual couples have been arrested for sodomy in that state and others.
And this is consensual. This is consensual from both
Yes,
parties.
it's consensual. I told you I don't like anti-sodomy laws.
Yeah, but how is
Yeah,
it that
we
people?
know you don't.
When
know you.
in what era? Because I never heard people calling the cops on somebody because they're having sex. That's some weird shit, Sarge.
All right, see, that wasn't an issue that came before the court. You're arguing things that didn't come before the Supreme Court. The only issue that came before the court was whether or not the 14th Amendment allowed states to criminalize sexual conduct between same-sex couples. That was the issue before the court.
And you believe
Not all the other things you're talking about. I really can't speak to those in depth. I can't speak to what the Supreme Court ruled about.
Okay, let's let Antoinette speak if we could.
I just
That's
want to
okay.
apologize to you, Howard, and to the listening audience that y'all heard me. I'm so sorry. I thought it was on
Yeah,
mute.
while you was fighting with everybody. Come on,
I wasn't
Antoinette.
fighting.
You was having a shootout. You was having a shootout, and we were hearing all that.
No. Look, I had a bloody nose. I have not had a bloody nose since I was a teenager. A preteen.
No, you
was
was giving bloody noses.
No.
But what you got to get out, Antoinette? What you got to get out?
I wanted to apologize to you for interrupting your show. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. What I want to do right now.
Well, I'm going to put myself on mute, but I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry.
No, you good to go. What I want to do right now is...
Now, wait, Howard, before you do, I should be able to respond to your wisecrack about electric batteries, and I won't take anywhere near as long.
Oh, now you going to electric batteries.
Yeah, because he called me stupid, ignorant, fool.
No, but we could go there. Let him finish.
Let me respond to your gratuitous insult.
But before you go there, where Howard was going. That's what I want to know, where he's going now.
Well, I was going to go somewhere, but let him go.
I don't think as long as he does.
Sarge, come on.
And you know
let him go, Jay. Goddamn.
All right, so again, let me tell you something.
Goddamn fool,
if you knew anything at all, which you do not.
Thursday, you're a fucking
if you knew anything at all, which you do not, about thermodynamics, you would understand that a battery loses capacity and energy at certain temperatures, whether it's a lithium-ion battery
in a gas
or
car,
lead
in a
acid
gas
battery.
car losing gas.
Let me finish.
Hurry up.
That's it. He's done. He's done for the night.
Did he hang up?
Yeah, you know he's light on it.
Well, Sarge, you one incredibly silly nigga.
Now, what did y'all do? He didn't do that last night. Last night we were able to have a conversation.
Yeah, but Sarge, sometimes what it is, he's in denial of this technology, and when he's wrong. You see, some of the stuff he's saying that was right, but it's not now. Sarge got to update the information every day.
I'm just going to say anything about that. Because my granddaughter got on me today, and I said something about when her phone was able to click on the link that I sent her, and she told me, she said, Grandma, all phones do that now. And I'm like, really? And she told me to stop there and selling, and she's like, Grandma, all phones are like that, unless you have an old school flip phone. And I did not know, and I felt so bad.
And what he was talking about was a conversation we had offline. And I was telling him what you said was one of the stupidest things I have heard, where he was saying that, hey, those electric cars, and talk to the people in Buffalo about their electric cars, and they've been dying and this and that because the power was fucking. I'm like, Sarge, bro, if you got a car and it run out of fucking gas, then your ass gonna have some issues too. So it's not you have been programmed to go against electric car. How many people have died in the gas car because the car ran out of gas and they was in the system?
Or carbon monoxide.
Right. It's the same thing. Don't try to demonize this shit because it's electric and it goes with your political things. And that's the things I'm talking about. Cultural shit.
Well,
right.
you know what? Maybe it's an age thing because I'm not big on the electric cars either.
Right. It
so
is an age
maybe
thing.
Maybe it's an age thing. I mean, and I can say I'm willing to admit that.
Right.
Yeah.
It is an age thing. The culture is changing. And instead of people wanting to embrace the change, which has never happened. When the TV first came out, people said the TV was the devil.
That's the devil.
They said that was the devil. You had that in your house. It was demonic.
That was a change. I remember when I got. Hold on, Antoinette.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Antoinette, let me. I don't know if I got to do the ABC. Maybe you act right if I do the ABC. Come on now. Because you seem to love that goddamn coon ass nigga.
I do love ABC, and I love you too, Howard. Now, come on, is that necessary?
Well, that's cool. But let me get it out. I remember when I had a pager, got my first. I used to have to hide it from my mother and father. They used to have a pager because they was in that old thinking, and the new thing was all this. See, here you go, Antoinette.
I said drug dealers. I was just adding to it. I said drug dealers. They thought you were a drug dealer.
Right. I'm saying, but can I
yes,
speak on my show?
I'm setting up. Yes, I'm going to mute myself so I can listen to you.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, just let me get this out. Then you can say whatever the hell you want to say. But, yeah, it was a drug dealer thing. But that was their thinking. They were older, and that was going on with the older community. All these people that got pagers, they ain't nothing but a drug dealer. This and that. And then, it went on and on and on. And it's the same thing. People get afraid. When we talking about these electric cars, whatever, they put the bad shit on the new technology because either it's because they don't want it, or they reluctant to change, they don't want to change, or it's because maybe like SARS, they listen to bullshit on the TV. But it's always been an issue. And it's always went through. It's like I told my mother. Now your ass got phones, 2, 3 phones, and I'm not even talking about a house phone. I'm talking about smartphone. And I said, wow, that's funny. Your ass was getting on me, threatening to put me out the house for having a pager. For technology changing, I had a woman trying to put me out her home because of what she heard from people and believed. Technology, she was trying to put me out of the home. Imagine that, y'all. And I hear this a lot on this phone. 5G gonna get you, that's getting you COVID, this and that. It's the same shit. It's just recycled. Now, Antoinette, go ahead. And I know you've been on that 5G shit. You've been on that. You need to go ahead, apologize to the people. If you don't, I might need to bust your head. You need to go ahead and apologize and tell people, ain't nothing wrong with that, this and that. I was fucked up. But if you don't, well, that's cool. But it's
I guess you're gonna have to bust me. I guess you're gonna have to bust me upside my head because through all the research that I've done, I still see the dangers in 5G. So do with me as you will, Howard.
So 5G is causing diseases and all that, huh?
And look, electricity caused problems when it first came out. everything where they go and they mess with the atmosphere and they add all of these wires and do different things that change in nature, it affects your body.
Well, how's that working out? How many people have died from 5G poisoning?
I don't know, but I will research that and find that out.
Well,
and
you should already research this.
I have been researching it, Howard, but I'm also doing a lot of other things besides just that.
But you told me it's a problem. Y'all told me this is like
it is a problem, but Howard, the only thing that anyone can do is they can tell you something. It's up to you if you choose to accept that information or if you don't. If you choose to apply it or if you don't. Once I say it, that's it. I'm done. Now, the rest is on you and anyone else who chooses to listen to me, if they, wish to go any further with it.
Do you have a 5G phone?
I believe so.
Oh. All right. I'm not even going to go there. Hey.
Go ahead. I said I believe it. Aren't all phones 5G now? Howard, you when it came to my granddaughter. I don't know. My granddaughter told me. She told me she was my tech first.
Not all phones are 5G compatible yet. They gotta. If you upgrade, and then you gotta have 5G.
Well, I did.
Reception. And there's gonna get a.
I did like 6 months ago. I had to get a new phone. Am I scared of technology? No, but no. But there's a lot of things I don't like about technology. I like things simple.
What?
I like things simple.
What do you don't like? What do you don't like about it? Because you damn sure like your phone.
And do I like my phone?
Yeah, you like your phone because you're using that motherfucker. You like it.
Yes, I use it because of when I'm out and because of my children. These grown folks that like to know where I am all the time.
But you're using it right now. Why didn't you call in on the damn push button?
phone.
Rotary. You gotta go back to rotary, man.
I didn't like the
rotary. On that rotary phone.
You gotta get back
I don't like them, but I do have one. It's an antique, and so since I have it and it's an antique, I'm not going to use it.
Oh, so you ain't gonna use it because you an antique, but you gonna use some shit that you
No,
say
I said that foam is an antique. That foam is very heavy.
I understand that, but you're gonna use something that's gonna give you cancer. But I thought the 5G phone gave you cancer.
I smoked for 42 years, so if I'm going to get cancer, honey, 5G is not going to be the cause of it. It's going to be because I smoked cigarettes for 42 years.
That ain't the point. We ain't talking about cigarettes. We talking about 5G giving you COVID. Y'all said the 5G phone going to give you COVID. It's going to do this. And now you using the 5G phone. How is that possible? Why would you do that?
Why would I do it? Because I just told you I needed a phone because of my children, these grown folks that like to keep track of where I am in case I need them or if they need me. And they want to know where I am all the time. Yes, I'll risk anything so that they won't wear it. Yes, so that my children won't wear it.
So you risking the COVID to use the phone?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because I see COVID as nothing but the flu. That's all. I mean, now you said, and you're on.
What was the big issue? So
are you
listen, Antoinette, listen to me.
Yes.
If you view it as nothing but the flu, then why the fuck did you have a big problem with the 5G giving you COVID? Because it ain't nothing but the flu.
Howard, what did I tell you? If you choose to use it. I mean, look, I cannot stop anyone from doing anything that they want to do. And I'm not trying to fight people to tell them what's good for them or what's not good for them. People are grown. You make your own choices.
You know you're caught up, though, right? You know you're
caught up. That's fine. That's fine.
You know you're caught up.
That's fine.
And it's okay. It's okay.
Honey, that's okay. It's all right.
listen, I get caught up with my kids and the same thing about the technology and shit, and I have this mindset, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. But no, they can. Technology keeps on going, and all the time, we may not like it, but that's what it is. But we can't put demon type shit on stuff that we don't understand or don't like, because that's not what we are used to using. We can't do that, but a lot of people do that. Put the demon on that. My mother put the demon on the beeper.
Yeah.
Put the demon on that and put all kind of shit behind that, and that's not what it was. Now you know what? She done went through she had herself a beeper, had all that. Now she got a cell phone and all that. And so that leads me from that history, leads me to believe that everything she said at that time was bullshit. It was bullshit. And the same thing when people talk about 5G, this and that, bullshit. It's the same thing, different level of technology, but same bullshit. Because people don't want to move on and change, and they'll put bad shit on something that's great. Technology is great.
Okay.
Why do you put bad shit on technology?
I like simpler
technology is gonna always grow and grow and get better and better and better. You know, the only thing that don't grow and grow and get better and better is that funky ass God. That funky ass Bible can't grow no more.
Pardon me?
That funky ass Bible can't grow no more.
Okay.
Can't grow. Can't do that. That's why we get mad. That's why we get mad and all that, because we want to live 3,000-4,000 years ago and shit, and have rocks in your shoes and running around in the goddamn desert and shit, glorifying a non-existent God. That's why y'all get so mad. We going so far away from what this damn book said. Well, goddamn it, they wrote the book 3,000. They didn't know about no damn cell phone or they didn't know about that. And you get scared and, ooh, this going so far away from my Bible. Well, man wrote that shit. If God wrote it, he would have put that shit in there. You know, they're going to have some cell phones in 2022. There's cold as hell, and y'all going to be using it. But they didn't know. They call themselves speaking for God, nigga. They didn't know. Because if they were speaking for God, God would have known. He would have put that shit in there.
Okay. You feel better now?
Hell yeah. I could bang on this shit all day.
I bet you could. And I hope that makes you feel good.
Now you feeling some type of way. See, you're feeling some type of way.
Good. Did I holler and scream or curse at you? Did I holler and scream or curse at you? Did I holler or scream or curse at you? Did I in any way disrespect you?
You ain't going sarged up, but see,
did I disrespect you in any way? Did I disrespect you in any way?
I didn't say that at all.
Okay. I mean, so you have your belief. That's on you. You take it for what it's worth, and you continue to run with it.
That's not a belief.
Okay, well that's whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it.
That's what I know.
Okay.
That ain't a belief. That's what I know.
Okay.
That's a fact. Them niggas wrote that book and claimed it was from God, didn't know shit about that 5G that your ass using now. Not a damn thing. They should have, They should have. It was coming from God. That shit. That shit should be in them books.
Does it make you feel better that you got that out to tell me that? That you got that out to tell me how you felt about the Bible?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Why is a cell phone not in them books?
I don't know.
God knows everything. He knows the future, everything. Why that shit ain't in the books?
Why don't you ask him?
I'm asking you.
Ask him. I'm not God. I don't pretend to be.
That motherfucker don't exist. I can't ask a man that don't exist about anything.
Well, whatever it is that you serve, whatever it is that you believe in, that you know.
All right.
Why don't you go to that source and ask, why isn't
I'm done.
Why isn't that in there?
Deep said if I don't leave you alone, he gonna beat me up. So I'm gonna leave you alone.
Thank you, N2K. But that's not necessary.
I'm gonna beat another motherfucker up. If I get him on the line, I'm gonna beat another motherfucker up. Y'all go ahead.
Sarge ran under his bed. Sarge ran under his bed. Where's Sarge at?
But Howard, I give praise to the Lord. At least you're talking about him.
I'm trying to get a special guest on. Y'all go ahead, Jay. Y'all go ahead and talk. Give me a minute. Go ahead, Jay. Nigga, you like to talk all the time, man. Your ass gonna be quiet.
I know there's a few other people on here. They can say something. It's been a crazy year. So.
Oh boy, what's it like in New York, Jay? Is it cold? It's supposed to get warm here.
No, it's good right now. It's like almost 60 degrees.
Yeah, that's what I said today.
Streets is lit up. Everybody's out. People are partying like it's New Year's Eve already. It's New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah, for tomorrow.
Yeah, they partying for tomorrow already.
Yeah, because it's the weekend.
What's going on? Well, Black Jesus, I want to let you know you're on the number one goddamn show. And we've been arguing for 2-3 days. And I want to bring it to the people, brother. I want to bring it to the goddamn people, brother. If you're willing. Now, if you pump scared, because I done whipped your ass the last 2 or 3 days, you can go ahead and say, no, brother, I'm not interested. But if you interested, you live online right now is my special guest. And you can get your ass embarrassed live. Well, Brother Howard, since you continue since you continue in the delusions that you won some sort of argument discussion that you and I have had the past 2 or 3 days, I'm not going to let you get away with that fairy tale. I'm not going to
let everybody know what is the argument about, brother, because you are on the airwaves. So let everybody enlighten us, please.
Well, I'd like to hear it from the mouth of Howard first of all, because I don't know what Howard been saying behind my back. So let's let Howard lay it on out there real quick. And catch me up to speed about what he's been saying to all of y'all. And no, I have not talked about.
This is the first time I'm hearing anything.
Well, then I'll clean it up. So go ahead, Howard. I have not talked about you today at all, brother. Well, okay. Well, go right ahead, brother. This is your program. You've invited me. Yes, it is. So it doesn't seem like I'm going to run. Okay. Well, nigga, you go right ahead. Let me speak. You brought up to me the other day, and you bring it up all the time, about the Ethiopian Coptic Church, 42 A.D. You said that that's the first Christian church in the well, I guess in the entire fucking world. Now I explained to your ass when you said that is a damn lie. It's a tradition. And I explained to you like Christmas is a tradition in the United States, December 25th, but it's also a tradition, as you so eloquently agreed with me, it's also a tradition in Ethiopia and other places in other times, not December 25th. They celebrate it traditionally in other days. So a tradition, brother, that's why I get mad at your goddamn knee-bone, stick-ass, goddamn ass. A tradition is not historical, brother. It's not historical. It's a tradition, and you put this shit out there to the people like it's a fact, and it's not a fucking fact at all. That's what we were talking about. Now bring it up, and you sent me YouTube videos, nigga. You couldn't send me anything scholastically. You sent me a YouTube video of a nigga that looked like a goddamn 1970s Pip. Now, go ahead, brother, and try to tell me how tradition is history.
So whose platform and whose show are we on right now, Brother Howard?
This ain't about a show, nigga. This is about what you know. It ain't about a show.
Okay, but brother, you did say we're live. So we're live where, sir?
We're live, brother. But go ahead on and get it in, brother.
Brother, will you answer my question, sir? I said, if you have informed me that I am live, where am I live? Where am I being recorded?
You are live in Tyrone's living room, brother. Go ahead.
All right. So TRS, is this the location?
Yes, brother.
And is this on YouTube and a Blog Talk Radio, sir?
Yes, brother. And you lie. Sit up here, and I can't believe your ass would sit up here and you've been lying about this tradition of the Coptic Church and calling it history. Tradition is not history, Negro. So you need to explain to me, and we had these conversations offline, but you need to explain to me, dear brother, why you think tradition is true history, brother.
All right. Is Tyrone on the throne right now, bro?
Man, I don't know what Tyrone is. Nigga, answer the question.
Brother,
I don't know what Tyrone is,
bro. I want to find out who all I'm talking to right now.
We talking to about 700 people. We talking about 700 people right now, brother.
I got that. Now, who was the brother that was just talking, bro?
That was me.
I thought I heard somebody else talking on this line.
NYC asked you a question. Yeah.
Huh?
I asked you a question earlier.
Okay, what's your name, brother?
Jay, NYC. I've been on here before, man.
What's going on, Jay? Ain't heard from you in a long time, brother. So, you know, it's been a long time, brother. Good to hear from you, Jay, NYC. Do we have any other nigga nuts on here?
No, nigga, answer the goddamn
question. Let's get the pleasantries out the way for a minute, bro.
All right, ain't nobody else on.
You're not gonna ambush me, brother. You talking to the debate champion of the world, bro. And I got my start right here at TRS, bro.
Right.
You know,
how many plaques you got on your wall right now?
Hold on.
How many plaques you got on the wall? How many
JNYC? Hold on, JNY. Brother, y'all. Greetings, sister.
Hello,
how you doing? Greetings.
I'm well, thank you. And yourself?
Just fine, sister. And what is your name?
My name is Antoinette.
Antoinette, have we spoken before?
No, we haven't.
Okay, sister. Okay, sister. Pleasure to meet you. Anybody else on the line?
No one else is on the line. Answer the question, brother.
Brother Howard, I am a gentleman. I'm sorry that you are damn heathen, bro. So you just calm your little chocolate-covered white man ass down for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Captain Negropian. Okay, nigga. Slow down, bro. Now, so again, thank you all for allowing Howard to be civilized for a minute, brothers and sisters, to allow yourselves to be introduced so that I would know that who I am speaking to, who may be here on the panel, so that we can act civilized and like grown folks, you know what I'm saying? So y'all excuse Howard every now and then. He kind of forget he's a grown-ass man.
We don't talk about magic and you know, these wizards and angels and stuff. We all right.
Let him go, Jay, because you let him. The nigga got to answer the question. Now, we've been talking about this
we're gonna
3 days.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there, brother. So, again, I thank y'all very much for allowing Howard the time to behave like a grown-ass man. And, again, is Tyrone on here as well?
No.
All right. That's fine. I think we've heard from everybody.
Fuck Tyrone. We don't need Tyrone for me to beat your ass up.
You brother, again, I am so privileged and so glad to be back home with TRS and with my brother Howard and the TRS family. This is indeed the place where Black Jesus Minister got his start, and TRS will always be in my heart, and I have never stopped telling the world about you all and where Black Jesus Minister got started. So thank you, Brother Howard, for inviting me to this conversation and this opportunity, sir. So now, you talked about it. You tried to jumble up a couple of things all at one time, you know, to confuse and discombobulate the people like you always do. Just another classic move by Negropians and white Negroes, you know what I'm saying? Chocolate-covered white men, you know what I'm saying? Okay? Right. That's what y'all do all the time, brother. So we're going to parse this thing. And we're going to talk about each issue one at a time, Howard, okay?
Okay.
Now, Brother Howard, since the first thing that came out your mouth was talking about the Coptic Church, let's deal with the Coptic Church, Brother Howard. Let's deal with that first.
Yes,
you and I agree that the Coptic Church, as far as information is concerned, started around 39 or 42 A.D.
No. We don't agree on that.
Well, brother, do you have any, from between the time that you and I have been talking now for the past 3 or 4 days, have you found any information to contradict and to refute that the Coptic Church began around 39 or 42 A.D.? Have you found any information? Because I did ask you, excuse me, I did ask you to do that with your hard-headed self. So did you find any information to refute that, sir?
Sir, and like I said, I use and anybody on this line right now, I use your Wikipedia shit about the Coptic Church. And I will pull it up again, you dumb nigga. And what you used to talking to is dumb convict niggas who don't know how to read the English language. Like I told you the other day, you are fucking with a real goddamn professional ass nigga who understands the English language. Now, what you said is when, and I'm typing it in right now, when was the Coptic Church founded? Okay. Now, this is the shit that your dumb ass use. And it says, according to its tradition. Now, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 words, apostrophe. According to its tradition. Now, According to its tradition, the Coptic Church was established by Mark, Apostle Mark, an evangelist during the middle of the 1st century AD 42. That's what your dumb ass pushed to people. But let's break this shit down. According to its tradition. Let's look up the word tradition. The transmission of customs or beliefs from generation to generation. Now, that doesn't say anything factually. That got shit to do with facts. That's just a custom or a belief. A custom. Tradition. Like I brought up earlier, when your silly ass got up there on Sonetta on Christmas Day talking about how black people should celebrate this damn white Jesus, you admitted out your own fucking mouth, and I'm going to go ahead and get that shit on Sonetta and play it on here, when you admitted that people have different traditions about the birth of Jesus. The shit came out your little funky ass goddamn gold-toothed mouth that it is different traditions about Jesus's birth. That doesn't mean that he was born on December. This coming from your funky ass mouth. That doesn't mean that he was born on December 25th. In fact, you said in Egypt.
And it was in the fall.
And excuse
me. It was in the fall when Jesus was born.
Excuse me, lady. Lady, let me in. The minister. Let me and the minister get it in.
Okay, well, can I say one thing to the minister before you finish getting it in? A minister, do you remember Saul? Do you remember Saul?
No.
Before he became Paul?
You changed
what you're saying is a Saul. We know that he's going to become a Paul because he's so resistant.
All right, cool. All right. Now, your little black ass said...
Hold on, brother. You cut the sister off, bro?
What's she done?
I was done.
Oh,
exactly.
No, I didn't hear you.
Are you scared? Are you scared to let me get this shit out?
Howard.
Are you scared to let me get this shit out? She said she does.
Howard, calm down. Sister, were you asking me a question or were you making a statement?
I was making a statement. What I was basically saying was, we're watching Saul, but we know that when all is said and done, what's going to come out of it is going to be a Paul. But they're resisting.
She can't save you, nigga.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to save him.
Thank you, Sister Antoinette. Thank you, Sister Antoinette. Look here, Black Jesus. This me and you, nigga.
All right, let me conclude with that. Howard, just 30 seconds, Howard. Sister, so you're making a statement, and is that any way tied into what Howard and I are speaking on right now, sister?
Yes, it was. You know what? Think about it. You'll get it. You'll get it, honestly. And I didn't say it that way to insult you.
Think real hard on it.
But I'm just telling you, remember Saul. Remember Saul, who later became Paul. Remember how Saul was acting and what happened to Saul that he became Paul.
Are you blocking for this nigga Antoinette, or can I?
I wasn't blocking. You don't believe, so it's irrelevant to you. You don't believe.
Yeah,
so
and we're gonna pray. We're gonna pray that hoodwinking Howard, hoodwinking Howard is going to have a Saul to Paul transformation. We're going to pray that happens to him, that Jesus visit him one day.
Already had that.
And slap the hell out of him so damn hard that God blinds him and makes him deaf for a couple of days. And
Can I get back to my point?
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
And when all your senses come back to you, bro, and all your African black man senses come back to you, brother, You
See,
gonna
this is what I'm talking about when you have people
listening.
interfere with the goddamn sword of an atheist.
I'm done.
All
I
right.
have nothing else to say.
Okay, cool. Well, you done interrupted me when this nigga was talking about tradition. And let me go back. See, now I gotta go back. See, tradition says that the Coptic Church was founded in 42 AD. That's what tradition said. But this goddamn fool out his own mouth said that tradition says that Jesus was born on December 25th, and other people got a different tradition that came out of his own goddamn mouth. Guys, if you think I'm lying, go back and listen to this goddamn white man on Sonetta talking about this shit on Christmas Day. And he said the Ethiopians got a different tradition. Everybody got a different tradition about what Jesus born. But see, now he want to pass off the tradition of the Coptic Church as being fact. And that ain't true. It's a goddamn tradition, just like your goddamn goat mouth ass said about Christmas. Now, nigga, that's what your source says. It's a tradition, ain't fact at all. Now, brother, are you going to continue that bold-faced ass lie that the Ethiopian, Coptic, Egyptian church started in 42 AD by tradition? Are you going to tell the truth, sit up here, tell the truth tonight to all the people here listening that your ass is a liar, you love lies, and your ass fucking manipulate words? I'm done. But I'll continue after you go.
All right, Brother Howard, I'm glad that you're done. And I'm glad that you have finally given me the floor to respond to you. And I'm going to ask you not to be evasive to my question and not play games with the dumb and the simple and the slow. The dumb, the simple, and the slow. Don't do that, Brother Howard. The first thing I asked you was, didn't you agree with me that the Coptic Church was founded around 39 to 42 AD, and you opened up your big ignorant mouth?
No, sir, I did not.
I'm sorry, excuse me. And you said, no, it was not. You didn't agree with me. Then I asked you, well, what information do you have to refute that the church was founded around 39 or 42 AD? And yes, you added in there, and I was going to get there too, founded by the historical real person, not no fairy tale, the historical real person named Mark, who was the first pope of the Coptic Church of Egypt and Ethiopia. So do you have, I'm going to ask you one more time, and all we need is a yes or no. And if you say yes, you have additional information to refute Mark, to refute 39 or 42 AD, please present the information, Howard, and let's move on and stop playing games.
Thank you for asking the question. And if you allow me 30 seconds, brother, to answer your question, in your source that I read to the people, and I have it on my screen right now, it says, according to tradition, we all know tradition isn't fact. So we know that that's a lie. And I use your Christmas example that you used on Sonetta about tradition, that's not a fact. So that's something that your goddamn white, goddamn Greek, goddamn Negropeans use to establish themselves in the game. But I asked your ass, I said, see, because you act like the Coptic Church, like that's one goddamn church. That's like saying the Catholic Church is one goddamn church. No, sir. I asked your ass, what was the name of the goddamn church in 42 AD? If you found out the information about it was established in 42 AD by this goddamn so-called Apostle Mark, and this, what's the name of the church? Your ass couldn't give me a name. You said you would look it up. Now I'm here asking you now, 3 days later, nigga, what's the name of the church that was established by the Coptic goddamn Christians? What's the name of the church?
All right, may I respond to you now, Brother Howard?
You don't need to ask, nigga. Answer the question.
All right, Brother Howard, thank you very much. Now, brothers and sisters, did you all see Howard skip answering my very simple question 2 times? I'm not going to ask it a 3rd time. We're going to keep it moving, y'all. He refused to refute with information the origin of the Coptic Church being founded around 39 or 42 A.D. He refused to present any information to refute that Mark is a historical person and is the founder of the Coptic Church.
You ain't gonna say the name of the church.
I didn't interrupt you, bro. You need to be quiet and taking notes right now.
That's what I asked you.
Yes, sir. You need to be quiet. Yes, sir. You need to be quiet like right now and taking notes. That's what you need to be doing, bro. Okay? He has no information after 4 days of conversating with me, brothers and sisters, that Mark was a historical real person, the founder, a contemporary and founder with Jesus, Isa Yeshua, the historical Jesus, not a fairy tale, okay? And to this day, the International Coptic Church exists today all over the world, even here in the United States of America. Okay, and the same way
I would mute your ass, but that would be mute.
Brother, I'm talking, bro. You got it bad, bro.
Go ahead, nigga, but you ain't answering my question.
Then, brother. Grow up, bro. Now, what I'm saying to you, Brother Howard, is that just like the Catholic Church has kept a perfect record, a real human historical record of all of their popes, all of their living popes, okay, is the exact same.
And you also know they have a historical record.
I'm still talking.
You also know they have a historical record of the names of the churches.
I am still talking. I have not stopped talking yet, bro. The same way we can refer to the Catholic Church and trace the history of their popes, of their living popes, is the exact same way we can go to the first popes of the Coptic Church, where the Roman Catholic Church got the name for its leaders from. Yes, y'all. The Coptic Christian leaders of the Coptic Church are called popes. And the Roman Catholic Church is a carbon copy or a white
I'm asking your white ass, what was the name of the church in 42 AD?
Sir, it's called
what's the name of the church?
Christian Church, sir. Okay.
What was it called?
If you want to know the name of the first temple church that they created, I don't remember the name of it. You can Google it, okay? All right?
No, you can Google it.
I just need you to be quiet, Howard, for a minute, bro. Please stop. Just stop playing with me, bro. Okay? Now,
if I put myself on mute, will that make you on mute?
I don't have time to play games with you, man. I gave you 4 days to refute all this.
I gave you 4 days. You said
you ain't came up with nothing. You still over here just rambling and scrambling for words, and you just saying the first thing that come out your mouth.
What's the name of the church, nigga?
Bro,
What's the name of the church?
It does not matter.
Oh, it don't matter.
Now, if you really want to know, Google it up, but you don't want to know a damn thing. You want to be petty. That's what you want to be. Now, again, brother, I am saying to you that the Coptic Church is real. Its history is real. The people that founded the church is real. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. And so that is a historical, scientific, because history is science, brothers and sisters. History is a type of academic and scholarly science. There is a historical science. There's a scientific method. There's a scientific method to establishing what is historical and what is not. Okay? So now that we've established that the Catholic Church is real, and that its history is real, and that it existed almost 300 years before the Roman Catholic Church came into existence and became Christians, let's focus there. So we're talking about a religion that started with who? With black African people. And then when we take this further back than the Coptic Church, and when we take it back to the founder of Christianity, we're talking about Jesus, Isa, Yeshua. And everybody listening to me, you can Google historical Jesus. Historical Jesus, Brother Howard, calm down. Historical Jesus. And when you all Google and read historical Jesus from any source, each one of those sources are going to tell you that almost virtually all historians and scholars of antiquity confirm that Jesus, Isa, Yeshua, was not a fairy tale, but that he was a historical person. This is the consensus of scholars all over the world, brothers and sisters. We're not talking about no damn fairy tale. We're talking about a real man, a real black man. And when you look at the holiest image in Europe of the true Christ Messiah, he is black, along with his mother. And that and those images and those icons, whether they're portraits or whether they're statues, whether they are statues, are called, and you guys can investigate it, the shrines of the Black Madonna and the Black Christ, baby Christ. The shrines of the Black Madonna and the Black baby Christ. So we know that this iconography of the Black Madonna and the Black baby Christ is the most authentic and the holiest image throughout all of Europe that is bowed down and worshiped and venerated by the Catholics in the Catholic Church and all of their popes, brothers and sisters. Okay? So we're talking about a historical person. We're talking about a historical black person who is Jesus the Christ. And so if we're talking about a real person, then who happens to be the founder of Christianity, Christmas is the celebration of the birth of a real person, black Jesus. Not no white Jesus, Brother Howard. Okay? As we read in Matthew, Mark, and Luke, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, the birth of Jesus Christ, and how the angels and all of heaven celebrated the birth of Christ. And not only that, but the three wise men who brought presents and gifts and likewise celebrated the birth of Christ, and how there was an edict that said goodwill towards all men, right? In reference to the birth of the risen of the Savior, all right, who came here to do what? To be the propitiation for the sins of all mankind. So this is what we do on Christmas, even though white people and other people have turned Jesus into a false white image, God into a false white image. This is why we do what we do, and this is why Black Jesus Minister does what he does, to dispel the lies. Let me know when I can go, bro. To dispel the lies of white supremacy, to dispel the lies of black inferiority, to dispel the lies of the curse of Ham, which none of that is biblical. It's all lies. To bring our people out of the darkness of inferiority and self-hatred, and to destroy once and for all white supremacy, white skin, light skin, good hair supremacy, with the knowledge and the power of black Jesus, the true Christ Messiah. Now, all right, I'm going to stop right there, and then I'll go into part two whenever you're ready for me to go.
All right. You done went all over the goddamn place, but that's what
I just talked about Coptic Church and Jesus.
Okay, well, that's what nigger preachers do. They go all over the goddamn place, and then at the end of it, they say, send me a cash app or put some shit in my pocket. But we talking about what your ass said about the Coptic Church. And I'm using your source, your motherfucking source. And I'll read it again. According to its tradition. Now, I'll look up the word tradition again. It's the transmission of customs or beliefs from generation to generation, or the fact of being passed on in this way. Not fact like that shit is fact. No, I'm saying that they pass that shit on in that way. Your ass been sitting up here for years talking about the Coptic Church, 42 AD, according to your source, that your bold-faced lying ass put out to people like it's fact. It ain't fact. It's a tradition. It's something that they said happened. Don't mean it's true. Don't mean it's fact. That's something that and that's what it says in your source. It's a tradition. Now, you done went on to Jesus and Christmas and I don't know what the fuck you on. You on some bullshit. It says without a doubt, and that's why your ass ain't dealing with it. Without a doubt, according to its, that is important. To its tradition, meaning the church's tradition, according to the church's tradition. It don't say according to all people around the world. It doesn't say according to the facts, according to what we found over there. It said according to that goddamn lying-ass church's tradition. The Coptic Church was established in 42 A.D. Now, goddamn it, I don't know about y'all. But I can read, and more importantly than reading, God damn it, I can comprehend the goddamn words that I read. Now, if you want to listen to this nigga who'll take you all over the motherfucking place, he talking about black Jesus, he talking about all kind of bullshit. Nigga, we talking about this lie that your ass repeatedly repeat to the goddamn people. And you use it, and goddamn, you know what? See, I get pumped up about this shit because I can't believe my homeboy out here doing my people like this. Man, I can't believe this shit. Why you gonna do my people like this? You know, you smart. Nigga, you went to Perry View, ain't you? You're smart enough to know how to be able to read and comprehend. But you know what? Your ass is stupid, too. You're stupid enough to get your goddamn big goat mouth, fish mouth ass on the internet and try to get away and think ain't nobody gonna check you. But nigga, I'm like a Nike. I'm gonna check your ass every time. You being a goddamn fool, and you know I caught your ass. And I'm saying, why ain't other niggas caught this nigga? Let him say this shit for years and years. Nigga, it's a lie. According to its tradition. Who the fuck is it? That's the goddamn church. According to their goddamn tradition. That ain't saying no fact. That ain't saying nothing at all. When I asked him, well, what the fuck is the name of the church? He couldn't give nobody a goddamn name. Because it ain't a name. Some shit they made up. A tradition they made up. no goddamn name or no goddamn church in 42 AD. It ain't one. This nigga ain't gonna tell you because he know it ain't one. I gave this nigga 4-5 days. That nigga sent me YouTube videos. I said, well, goddamn, nigga, send me a source. You gonna send me what another nigga think? Would you just think the same thing you think? Nigga, send me a goddamn source. He couldn't send me a source. Actually, while we were on the phone, the nigga texted me another goddamn YouTube video. I'm tired of dealing with these YouTube video niggas. Nigga, get at me with a source. I'm killing your ass with your source just by understanding and comprehending what your goddamn source say. Now, if you want to live and wallow like a fucking stuck black pig in the mud, then you can do that. And I'm fine. Just tell me, Howard, that's what I believe, and that's what I'm going to do. But if you try to lie, sit up here and try to tell me this shit is real and that's it, then, nigga, I'm going to gun at your ass every time. I'm going to kill you with your own source. Because you know what tradition is. According to it is the church tradition. The Coptic Church was established by Mark, an apostle and evangelist during the middle of the 1st century, 42 AD. Well, according to its tradition, then we look up what the fuck is tradition. The transmission of customs or belief. There ain't no facts behind that shit. Ain't nothing behind that shit. That's what a nigga said. You got your dumb black ass sitting up here and fucking people over with some bullshit with no facts behind it at all. I'm done. Nigga, you can hang up if you want to hang up. I'm done with your ass. Because I know you ain't going to bring no facts. I know you just going to cuss. You going to talk your little shit. You going to do that. But you ain't going to touch on the facts at all. I'm done. This shit easy. This shit ain't even a debate. This shit is easy. You got smoked, homeboy. Easy.
All right, Brother Howard, we don't know what you're smoking right about now, but you definitely inhaling something. But let me respond to all that jibber jabber and madness and, confusion and fog that was just coming out your mouth, brother. Brother Howard, and to brothers and sisters who are in the chat here at the live stream at TRS, will you all please be so kind, one of you, to post the message and link at the top of the chat? Will y'all pin the link and the message at the top of the chat that says Christmas is not pagan. Christmas is not pagan. And there's a YouTube link to that video from my YouTube channel, teaching the lesson that Christmas and the Christmas tree is not pagan. Please be sure to patronize our YouTube channel, Black Jesus Minister, all one word. That link will take you right there to the video and the YouTube channel. Please subscribe and click that notification bell. Please subscribe, click that notification bell, and send this video to all of your friends and family, especially those Israelite friends and family members who believe that Christmas is pagan and the Christmas tree is pagan. I am sure the information, the historical information, the biblical information, brothers and sisters, will defend and prove once and for all that Christmas and the Christmas tree is not pagan. And that
Christmas tree ain't pagan?
Brother, I'm still talking. And that Brother Howard is just another humbug, Grinch, you know what I'm saying? who doesn't like he doesn't like Christmas, but his family still put up a damn tree and they exchange presents anyway. Okay, so he's still over there eating them Christmas dinners and all that good food that's being cooked during the holidays. You know what I'm saying? He ain't miss. Trust me, Howard ain't missing no damn meals over there, y'all. He ain't missing no goddamn meals. He ain't missing no Thanksgiving. This nigga ain't missing no Christmas. He ain't missing nothing. That go for all you Negroes and all you Israelites. Oh, I don't celebrate Christmas, but you sure eating the food. You eating that food.
So you gonna talk about what I said? Are you gonna talk about that Coptic church?
Right now, I can deal with you right now, bro. Now, Brother Howard, again, brother, you didn't say nothing, brother. You just full of hot air. You just full of fog. That's all you doing, bro. You just fucking up your glasses right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just fogging up the room where you in right about now, bro. You just a big bag of hot air. Okay? Now, brother, this is shameful. So now, brothers and sisters, the first church before now the Coptic Church is the first founding.
Be careful.
National.
I'm gonna beat your ass up.
Yeah, I know you are. I know you are, but it's my turn to talk there. But you gave it your best try the first time and the second time, so we give you another chance. So we give you another third swing at the bat with the bat and the ball. So and we'll see how you do with the wiffle ball and the wiffle bat. Okay, we'll see how good you are with that. Maybe that'll help you out. Now, so brothers and sisters, before there was a Coptic, African, Coptic, Ethiopian, Egyptian church, there was the original church and the original Christian who was Jesus the Christ and his disciples and all of his followers, who was a historical, real person, right? Now, brothers and sisters, and when this Christ was crucified, this real Jesus had a family, a mother and a father and a family. He had brothers and sisters, and his brother named James, titled James the Just, became the first pastor over the church of his brother Jesus. And that church was established in Jerusalem. You guys can look up James the Just, the brother of Jesus. And this brother of Jesus was a casualty of the persecution of the Jews who likewise persecuted Jesus and persecuted not only Jesus, but then his followers who were called Christians, and likewise stoned, eventually stoned.
Hey, BJM.
Brother, I'm almost done, brother.
Can you call in? Can you call into the show? Because my dog is barking, and if I mute me, I probably mute you. Is it possible you could hang up, call into the show?
You'll have to give me the number and the information. I don't have the number.
The number is,
bro.
I'm gonna give it to you right now. The number is 717.
No. Text it to me, bro.
Text it. Can.
Yes. Text it, brother. Come on up to speed, brother. Come on up, catch up with 2023, Howard.
You a silly nigga.
No, not at all, brother.
Okay, I'm texting it to you right now. God,
thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that.
I hope it's the right number.
The convenience of technology, brother. It's a wonderful thing, brother. It's a beautiful thing, Howard.
Tyrone is the right number. Hope this is the right number, because I don't want to hang up on you and this be the wrong number.
Hey. And again, I hope that someone will please take time to post my link at the top of the chat.
What's that?
Okay, I see the number, Howard.
Is that the number? I hope that's the. I'm getting this off the.
Well, let me read what it says. It says, It says,
You ready to go?
you also gave me the call-in code as well. It says, 1-717-908-1834. Does that sound right, Howard? 717-908.
I'm getting that off the TRS. So,
and the code is 917-324.
Yeah.
All right. Well, go ahead and put me on hold. If I get disconnected, I'll call in. Or whatever you need to do, bro.
No, you go ahead and call in.
Hang up and call in?
Yeah, just go ahead. Well,
all right. I'll do that right now.
Go ahead and call in and
I'll do that right now.
Yeah, all right. And people, what I want y'all to know, this nigga ain't talking about the Coptic church and the tradition that they were in. He on some other shit. But when he called back in, I guess, and get on his own line and everything, I will beat his ass down with everything he gonna talk about, especially when it comes to this damn book. Because I'm real refined in the book. Real refined. And I'll beat his ass up. And I beat his ass up personally many times. And he know that. That's why he ain't dealing with what we talk. He going on all into some whole other shit. I'm trying to deal with this point. Why are you continually lying people about this shit? Why you do that? He ain't trying to touch that. He going into some whole other shit. Nigga, why you lying? And I'm using his source to tell him, nigga, you lying. Or you misunderstand. Now, we can go on and on. And actually, with the Bible, man, I'll take on all you niggas, all you, I ain't gonna say it like that, all comers about the Bible. If you want to discuss, we can get down. Easy. It's easy to me. This shit easy to me. Real easy. So I don't know if he getting it in, but until he does, what I'm gonna do, Jay, whatever, take over. I got to do something with my wife, actually, real quick. Whatever, Jay. Man, are you there, Jay? Probably not, because I be cussing at Jay, and I apologize. But Jay,
all right, brother. I'm here, sir. I'm here.
Okay, are you off? So I can hang you up on my...
I just called in to the show. I'm talking to you through the show right now.
Okay, so I can hang you up on my end.
I believe so.
Let me try. You still there, Black Jesus?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, what type of lies you saying?
Well, the truth that I just laid down to you that you have not even attempted to even touch was that the fact that the Coptic Church is historical, that Jesus is historical, that Jesus' brother, James the Just, is historical, his death by way of being stoned by Israelites is historical. And so therefore, if James the Just, the brother of Jesus, who established the first church after the death of Christ in Jerusalem, and those first Christian Israelites, and those first Christians were Israelites, and their church was underground because of their persecution, okay, that is likewise, again, historical. The mere fact that this church that was headed by his brother, first of all, by James the Just, surely they celebrated to some degree or memorialized the death of Jesus, because Jesus said to his disciples at the Last Supper, "Do this in remembrance of me," which we call communion. When you drink the wine, this is my blood. When you eat the bread, this is my body that I shed and that I lay down for the remission of sins. So if Jesus
is factual, is that factual history? That's
yes,
factual.
Jesus' baptism and his crucifixion is the most powerful evidentiary historical evidence.
That's not what I asked you,
brother. When it comes
what I
to
asked you is eating this bread in remembrance of me. I asked you, is that factual? And how can you prove that?
Brother, now you want me to argue with you about faith. I'm not going to argue with you about faith right now, because, see, I'm going to have to take baby steps.
Well, don't pass that shit off.
No, brother. I'm not focusing on the miracles of Jesus. I'm not focusing on theology.
That don't have shit to do with the miracles of Jesus.
No, brother. I'm spoon right now. Hold on, Brother Howard. Right now, I am spoon feeding you history. Okay. So we got to take baby steps.
So it is factual then. That's what you said.
Brother,
that he's factual that Jesus said, doing that, eat this bread in me. How do you know who said that? How is that factual?
Because it's recorded in the Gospels and in the Bible, because the Bible is a history book, Howard.
That's a lie.
No, you're a lie.
Bible ain't no history book.
If the Bible
history book, you don't got one date in that
motherfucker. And all historians say that the outside biblical
Bible doesn't have one date.
And that outside biblical information likewise confirms the historical Jesus, then that confirms the validity and the
Bible have one date in it,
and the credibility of the Bible, sir. The Bible is proven outside sources, sir. Outside sources confirm the stories that are written in the scriptures, Howard.
I just want to ask you one question. Does the Bible have one date in the Bible? One date?
Brother, you're not going to see so many dates. You're going to usually see the dates attributed to you. Brother, I'm answering your question right now, so you won't be ignorant, bro. When you read the Bible, and even when you consider ancient times, rarely will you see numbers and when it comes to dates and times. Usually, brothers and sisters, dates and times were referred to in the reign of kings and queens. In the third year of the reign of King so-and-so or Queen so-and-so, and the third month.
Where is that in the Bible?
Excuse me, brother. The first month of the third day of the 2 years of the reign of King so-and-so and Queen so-and-so. This is what you're going to read as in regards to ancient times and ancient so-called calendars. They maintain, excuse me, sir, they maintain their calendars in succession with their leaders.
Answer yes or no. Does the Bible have dates?
No. Quiet,
it doesn't have dates.
I am educating you right now, Howard. Brother, I am educating you now. I'm giving you a college education right now, bro.
I asked you a question. Does the Bible have dates? Now you all off on some other shit.
Brother, I'm giving you a biblical and college education for free right now, but you need to sit down and be quiet for a minute.
You ain't giving me
so that you won't have to ask this question again, all right? So again, throughout
I don't have to ask, does the Bible have dates? That was the question. That's a yes or no question.
Sir, quiet, man. Almost through all cultures of antiquity, brothers and sisters, you will read calendars and times in direct relationship to whomever their kings or their queens or whatever dynasty of rulers existed, brothers and sisters. Okay? Now, Howard, I hope you wrote that down, brother, so that you won't ask me that question again. Why they ain't no dates in the Bible? Don't ask me that ignorant question no more, bro. Okay? Now,
so you agree? So you agree that there are no dates?
I'm almost done, Howard, and then you can go ahead and respond with more jibber jabber. Okay. Now, Brother Howard, the last thing I want to say before I pause is that, Brother Howard, that the first church did indeed observe, memorialize, and venerate the death of Jesus Christ as we do today. And even as the Europeans did excuse me, I'm still talking. Even as the Europeans...
Let me know when I can go.
Brother, yeah, I'm almost done. You need to be taking notes, Howard. You need to be quiet, brother. Black Jesus Minister, the bishop is teaching right now, bro. I'm the bishop of social media. I'm the bishop of the conscious community all over the world, bro. You know what I mean? You need to sit down and listen. I'm the #1 Bible teacher on the planet right now, Brother Howard. You're privileged to have me on this channel with you right now, bro. Okay? Now, brother, I am saying to you, Brother Howard, okay, that brothers and sisters, as the first church in Jerusalem venerated and memorialized the death of Jesus, as we still do today, even though some pagan elements has attached itself to the death of Jesus Christ, such as Easter, the Easter bunny, the Easter eggs, and all this pagan stuff that's been attached to the pure origin of what we call of what the Europeans call Easter. It is actually the death of Christ and the resurrection of Christ that we celebrate. Okay? And so likewise, if the first church celebrated the death of Jesus Christ, they also memorialized and celebrated the birth of Christ. After the stories that was written about his birth and the celebration by the host of heaven and the angels and the wise men who brought gifts, they likewise emulated, memorialized, worshiped and praised and gave thanks to God for the birth of the Messiah, whom they believed Jesus to be. I'll stop right there, Brother Howard. Go right ahead.
All right, cool. What I want to say is, goddamn, yeah, talking about like Jesus was a Christian. You gotta listen. Jesus wasn't no damn Christian at all. He was a Jew. He was a Jew that wanted to worship in a little different way, came a little different way, power to the poor people. Jesus thought like a nigga like me. Hey, man, y'all ain't gonna keep on disrespecting us like this here. Y'all ain't gonna keep on treating me and my people like this here just because I'm a little different. Apple G, what no fucking Christian? Christian ain't never came out Jesus' mouth. Ever. Christian, Christmas, any of that shit ain't never came out that nigga mouth. Ever. His only issue was, he said, hey, these little scrolls y'all niggas got, talking about this damn Messiah, this, hey, that me. That me, dog. That's his only shit. Ain't nothing else. Nothing else. He talk about what's different. It was that was from the people before him. Nothing else. According to that fucking book. I'm gonna take you guys back. He did not say, and when I say he, Black Jesus Sinister, didn't say anything about what I brought up and what we discussed about that fucking Coptic church traditionally. Didn't he? He ain't gonna speak on that because he know he wrong. But see,
This is why I get mad at niggas like this. Instead of you saying, hey, man, oh, that's important information. That's some shit I might need to look at. I'm wrong about that. This nigga go into all other kind of bullshit, all other kind of shit that don't mean a goddamn thing to what we's talking about. So I'm going to ask your little dumb ass again, nigga. What is the name of the Coptic Church in 42 AD? What's the name of it, if it's real? My dear sister, I want y'all to do lazy ass Howard a favor, because I'm not going to do it, because you just pissing me off right now. That's all you want to do. You want to try to piss me off, okay? I want somebody here to Google the name of the first Coptic church for Howard. Y'all help lazy ass Howard out. He wants somebody to do the work for him. Be quiet, Howard. I want Sister Antoinette to Google on behalf of lazy ass, heathen ass, Negropian ass Howard, chocolate covered ass white man. Okay? It's your Negropian ass. I want somebody to please Google for scary ass, lazy ass Howard, the name of the first Coptic church, and please share that information with lazy ass Howard, y'all. He could have did this 4 days ago. But he wants to continue to come over here and get in my face and be lazy and want me to do all the damn work for him. I'm not doing that for you, Howard. I'm not playing that game. Sister Antoinette, are you still here on the line, Antoinette? JNYC. Either one of you two, brother and sister, can look that up, and please give Howard that information, because Howard ain't gonna let that go. No matter how insignificant that is, he ain't gonna let it go. And he's so damn slow, he gonna say, see, Black Jesus Minister didn't give me the name of the first Coptic church, so I didn't beat him up, I didn't whoop him up, I didn't body slam him, and I won this argument. That's what he gonna say. Trust me, that's what he gonna say. And he still gonna say it, because he ain't done nothing but sit over here and just jibber jabber. Okay? JM.
Well, I'll say this, BJM. I'll say this, BJM.
I ain't done yet. JNYC, are you here, Sue? Jay, where you at, man?
Man, Jay ain't listening to you.
I'm looking it up for you.
Okay, Sister Antoinette, when you find it, I want you to share the answer with Brother Howard. Now, Brother Howard, this is pretty much my last point now, brother. Now, Brother Howard, because we acknowledge, we Christians acknowledge the birth and the death of Jesus, a real person, brother, okay? We have the right to continue to celebrate the man that who we believe it is and was the Messiah, the born Messiah that Scripture speaks of. And whether, just because you don't like it, Brother Howard, and it ain't a goddamn thing you can do about it but just cry. That's all you doing is crying. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Almost half the damn planet is Christian, bro. Or at least 1/3 of the planet is Christian, bro. Whether you like it or not. As imperfect as we are as Christian people, whether we be black or white. And we know that the true Christ Messiah is Black Jesus, Yeshua, and not that white one, brother. You hear me? Our people are being educated. We are being waken up to the fact that he is black. And likewise, as black people, we were created in the image and likeness of God, that the black man and black woman is the mother and father of all humanity, sir. And I will continue to celebrate that. And I will continue to celebrate the fact that holy African scriptures of the Bible, of the Helios Biblos Bible, tells us that Jesus is the second Adam, and that Jesus came into the world to be the propitiation for our filthy ass sins, Howard, and that includes you too, Howard, with your little nasty ass. You love being nasty and dirty. You don't want to get clean. See, you love your sins, Howard. That's your damn problem. See, you love your sins. You think your sins is cute, nigga. You think you're a cute little nigga with all your sins on you. Okay? You think you look good and you think you smell good, bro. You hear me? But I am going to continue to pray for you, Brother Howard. I'm going to continue to smack you upside your head until Jesus Christ come along and smack you upside the head like he did Saul and turned his name into Paul, and you became committed to the truth so that you can grow up and be the man that your Christian mama and daddy raised you to be, Howard, with your disappointing ass. Now, you ain't been a disappointing as a human being, as a father and a husband, but I know damn well.
Let me say this. Can I say something?
I'm talking. I know damn well. I know damn well your mom and daddy want you to continue in the admonition of the religion and the faith that they shared with you, and that gave them the strength and gave them the morality to help make you the man that you are today, Brother Howard. So in that, I'm gonna stop there. I love you, and I'm gonna keep praying for you, man. All right, go ahead, bro. I'm done, Brother Howard. Is Brother Howard still here, y'all? Anybody still here? I don't hear nobody.
I'm here. I was waiting. But you know, in the Bible, remember the Apostle Paul, when he talked to the churches, he talked to the church at Corinth when he was writing different letters. He made mention of the churches. So now, from the only thing that I can see is just that they were just Catholic churches. They were the first one that I was able to find was the Roman Catholic Church. But
no, ma'am, I was asking you to give us the name of the first Coptic, not Catholic, Coptic, C-O-P-T-I-C. C-O-P-T-I-C. Coptic.
You a goddamn fool, nigga. Listen, you a damn idiot. You ain't gonna say nothing, BJN?
Brother, I just finished. I said I was done. Did you not hear me, brother?
Oh no, I didn't hear you. I'm actually executing in real life right now. But I want to say, y'all go ahead. I'm gonna go on mute. But if y'all believe what this dumbass nigga say, then y'all some idiots. I'm good. I'm sitting here with the homie. We good. I'll let y'all go. Yeah, absolutely. We here. I gotta go on mute.
All right. Well, let me say greetings to everybody that's in the chat. Can y'all still hear me real quick? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. You're loud and clear.
All right. What's going on, Ms. Lamb? What's happening? Nemo Bad, DHTOV1. Greetings.
Black Jesus Minister. All right.
What's happening? What's going on, Frodo? What's happening, Frodo? And Jermaine Thompson, what's happening? Let's see what else we got up in here. I don't want to miss nobody. Okay, I think that's everybody. Now, who was that just hollered at me just a minute ago? Who was that?
One of your secret admirers.
My goodness, what's going on, secret admirer? What's going on?
Everything is good. What y'all talking about?
I'm sorry, say it again, sister, say it again. What are we talking about?
What is the conversation tonight?
Oh, the conversation was ultimately about, Howard brought up several issues, but the main issue that we're trying to cover tonight, and maybe we'll cover the others on another night, the validity of Christmas and the worship of Jesus the Christ by by analyzing and observing the facts and historical facts regarding the foundation of the Christian church, the origins of the Christian church, being the Coptic church being the oldest international foundation of the Christian church, and that the origin of the church beginning with Jesus Christ himself, who was and is indeed a historical person, and then that church and his followers was passed on to the leadership of his brother, who went by the name of James, and he was called James the Just in Jerusalem, and where that church had to go underground after James the Just, Jesus' brother, this is all historical, was stoned to death because the Israelites did not accept Christianity and the Christian movement that was started by Jesus, Isa, Yeshua, ben Joseph, the son of Joseph and Mary, a historical person. And so so basically that's what we were talking about, because Brother Howard thinks that, you know, the whole Bible is just a fairy tale. It's just, you know, it's a white man's religion. We shouldn't even have anything to do with it, and or anything to do with Christmas and all of that, when in actuality, Jesus is a historical person, and he is factually and scientifically, through the science of historicity, a black man. And so therefore, we as black people should make sure that we go out of our way to celebrate the black Christ, the black Messiah, black Jesus, Isa, Yeshua, whom the entire world, even among Muslims and Christians and Israelites of the so-called three Abrahamic faiths, deemed to be the most important and the greatest man to ever walk this earth. And that's why it's important for us to maintain that identity and that brotherhood with the black Christ, and to inform the world that the black Christ is historical and that white supremacy must bow down to the lie of black inferiority and black self-hatred.
Okay.
Sister, is this Sister Lady Love?
No. This Sister Adwa.
Adwa, hey girl, what's going on?
Well, you know I ain't no girl.
Well, you know what I mean, dear sister. I apologize if we can't be that way. You know, I'm from the South. I'm down here from Texas, and we kind of talk like that, so I apologize.
Okay, I understand. All right, I accept that.
Yeah, that's a term of endearment, dear sister.
Okay, all right, I'll accept it at that from you.
So did Howard run? Did he run? I think Howard ran. Does anybody have any questions or any comments or anything that you guys want to challenge me on or what I have said? You're welcome to do that now. I would ask all of you to please be sure to go to our YouTube channel in the link that I have placed here in the live chat, and check out my teaching on Christmas and the Christmas tree is not pagan. Christmas and the Christmas tree is not pagan. Please share this with as many of your friends and family as you can. Please post this on your social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter. Hell, you can take it and upload it on your YouTube channel if you want to. I'll have no problem with that. So let's get the word out, brothers and sisters, and let's do away with misinformation in regards to Christmas and the Christmas tree being pagan, so that Christians and anybody else who chooses to celebrate Christmas will not walk around with a cloud over their head because they believe some Israelites, some wayward Israelites, and some wayward Christians, oh, we don't celebrate Christmas because Christmas is a pagan holiday. No, it is not, brothers and sisters. It is not. And the science and the historical evidence that I have presented in my lecture, so to speak, on is Christmas and the Christmas tree pagan, I believe that you will find that information irrefutable. If you would like to refute the information in the video, please make note of that in the comment section of the video, and I will promise you that I will respond there and in kind. And if you make some good points, and if your points are strong in the mind, hey, I will definitely go live in the very near future and tell people that, hey, so and so corrected me and showed me where I was wrong, and I have to change up my message, and I am willing to do that because I love correction more than I love being right, brothers and sisters. I love correction more than I love being right. Trust me on that. So are there any questions or any comments right now?
I do have a question for you, Minister. When did Christmas begin? When did they begin to start celebrating Christmas?
Christmas, I would have to say, to some degree, it would have had to have been during the time that the first church was established after Jesus' death by his brother James. And the reason why I say that is because surely and truly they venerated and they memorialized the death of Jesus Christ because God instructed his disciples to do so in a ceremony that we now call the communion, where Jesus said, "Do this in remembrance of me." And that was what?
Do what in remembrance? Do what in remembrance?
To drink the wine and to eat the bread, which we call communion, to remember the sacrifice and the death of Jesus Christ. Do you recall
and
that?
The wine and the bread represented what?
The wine represented his blood, which was eternal life, and the bread represented his body, which likewise represented eternal life as well through Jesus Christ.
So you're talking about?
I thought Jesus' body represented
symbolical cannibalism, right?
No, that's what.
I'm just. Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
I'm just asking the question.
Yes.
You're talking about taking the blood of Jesus and taking the bread, symbolic of his body. Is
the wine correct? And the bread. The wine,
or the
not
blood.
No blood, sister. The wine.
Wait a minute. It's represented. I'm just saying.
Yes.
No, we know you're not drinking blood, but the wine is representative of the blood of Jesus.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
And the bread is representative of his body.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so I just said that sounds like cannibalism to me.
Well, ma'am, if you want to,
symbolically,
sister, if that's the way you want to because of your bias,
no. I'm just going based on what the teachings are.
Hold on, sister, please. Come on.
Okay.
Now. Listen for a minute, sister. There is symbolism and metaphorical language in everything that exists in the world, especially one of the most metaphorical and symbolistic forms of literature called poetry. Okay? And all poetry isn't all nice and all, roses and red, roses are red, violets are blue. There's some sad poetry. There's some poetry that deals with death. There's poetry that deals with death, dear sister. Okay? Now, so I'm saying to you that we understand this to be metaphorical language. It is not literal, okay? Because if it was literal, Jesus could have cut his wrist and could have bled into some cups and told him to drink my blood. Jesus could have cut off his fingers and fed his fingers to his disciples. He didn't do that. So if I can't prevent anybody from being extremely ignorant, extremely biased, extremely stupid, because a lot of people, that's what they want to do. They want to come up with
Minister.
I'm not saying.
Let's deal with the scripture. Let's not deal with. Wait a minute, Minister. I'm not trying to argue with you. I just want to clarify some things with you. Now, I'm dealing with what I learned in church as a Christian. I was raised as a Baptist. I had a lot of ministers in my family. So even though I don't remember things literally from the scripture, I can paraphrase, and maybe you can connect those things for me because I know you're a learned minister. What I'm saying to you is that we took communion, and when we took communion, these are the words that were spoken as we drank the grape juice, as we ate the bread, okay? That these things were representative of the Christ blood and of his body. Now, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, you are correct.
Okay. Now, I was being a little facetious when I said cannibalism, but it sounds like it to me. Now, that's just my own personal thing that I threw in there. But that is what I was taught when I came up, okay? Now, in terms of, you made the statement earlier about the Coptic Church, okay? As the first Christian church, you said Christian church. And I just wanted to say that the Coptic, which means Egyptian, Coptic means Egyptian, it was the first religion, the Coptic religion, that had a one God concept, okay? That is what came down from the Coptic. Now, Christianity is another thing. That terminology, that came from the Romans sometime, a long time later, okay? The practice of Christmas didn't begin in this country and anywhere else as far as I'm concerned until the 1850 here in the United States. And it was to make money. White folks wanted to make money during the holidays from the masses of people. And so they were pulled into this ritual. And we've carried it on, okay? But in scripture, the Christmas tree represents Nimrod. Who is Nimrod? Do you remember him?
Yes, ma'am. And my response to you will be to please review my lecture and my teaching video that is in the chat. Christmas and the Christmas tree are not pagan, and I historically prove beyond, I believe, a shadow of a doubt that all of these things that you're talking about are not true. Okay.
So Nimrod is not related to the Christmas tree.
The Nimrod is not related to the Christmas tree at all. No, ma'am.
Okay. And so this is in the Bible. You know that, right?
But there's no mention of a Christmas tree with Nimrod, dear sister.
Absolutely it is.
No, it
Absolutely.
is not.
Just
okay,
let me, I'll come back. I'll bring it back to you. I'm going to look it up and I'll bring it back.
I'll wait for it.
Okay. Go ahead with your conversation.
All right. Is there anybody else with a question or comment while the sister is looking up that scripture? Anybody else? All righty. I guess not. So I guess we'll wait on Sister Ottawa to find that scripture. And then in the meantime, I'll just say greetings again to everybody. Thank you all for this opportunity. Please feel free to send me a friend request on Facebook. Please reach out to your brother.
This was a ways back, Jesus. You still didn't prove that Jesus is here. All right, I'm gone.
Yeah, I didn't have to prove it because the historians and scholars of antiquity, they've already did the work and proved it, and they say
we're not going by those books by the white man, Black Jesus. We're not going. You know better than that. You know better than that.
That the historical consensus of educated people is that Jesus is historical. All you have to do, JNYC, is Google historical Jesus and stop being afraid and stop being delusional and stop lying to yourself, sir. Okay? All right, but Sister Ottawa, did you find that chapter and verse here, dear sister? Sister Ottawa, are you still there?
I'm still here. I'm doing I'm looking for it, so I'll be back. Keep talking.
Okay, no problem. Sister Antoinette, did you find the name of the first Coptic church, dear sister, for Howard, so they can be recorded here in this room and in this live stream so that Howard can come back and listen and be educated? Sister Antoinette, are you still here with us? All right. I hope I did speak to Ms. Lamb. What's going on, Ms. Lamb? If I didn't, please forgive me. Greetings, dear sister. Peace, power, and profit, everybody. It's what the sister said here in the chat. Appreciate that. And I believe after Sister Ottawa will share this scripture and we have this little last discourse, I will be leaving and leave you guys to either continue your conversation or end the show. Whoever has that authority. All righty, I believe Sister Ottawa is still looking. All right. Y'all make sure y'all holler at Tyrone. Tell Brother Tyrone. Black Jesus Minister said, what up? What up, man? Y'all know what I'm saying?
Hey, just remember the number and call back in.
Yeah, I definitely will do that. Who's that talking? Who that?
Mama's boy.
Mama's boy. What's up, homie? What's up, homie? How you feel?
Look, man, I'm good. I didn't chime in to rap. I just wanted to make sure I gave you that information. You can always call that number. You know, he'll be here. He'll be around. He'll be around, you know.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You still in Texas, homie? You still in Texas?
Hey, no other place to be.
You damn right about that, bro. Don't mess with Texas, god damn it. Don't mess with us. We some bad boys down here. Bad to the bone. My goodness, to the bone. Anybody with any questions or comments? Last questions or comments? I might have to come back here and get with Sister Ottawa. She's having some difficulty finding the scripture about tying the Christmas tree to Nimrod. Sister Ottawa, are you still here with us? Have you found it yet, dear sister? Sister Ottawa.
I am. I'm still here and I'm still looking. Now,
okay.
How are you? Well, just while I'm looking, how do you confirm that Christianity and the holiday scripturally? How do you prove that scripturally, or what reference are you using to, validate your point?
Well, I hope no one has deleted my information. It seems like the information that I put here in the chat is gone. Brothers and sisters, I don't know why you all would do that. But I'm going to put the video link in the chat one more time. I don't know if this was a technical issue or someone deliberately just, here come Black Jesus with the truth. So we're going to keep everybody stupid and dumb. We're going to continue. We don't want nothing to disturb our lives and our delusion. So let me delete this historical information that proves that Black Jesus is telling the truth. So let me put the link in here one more time. Let me see if I still got it on my. No, that's not it. That's not it. So what I got to do now is I got to go to the video and copy the link again, which I am doing right now, brothers and sisters. And the title of this video is Black Jesus Minister Teaches the World that Christmas and the tree are not pagan. Okay? So now I'm coming back here to the live show here on YouTube, and I'm going to paste the link in the chat. And I'm going to ask whoever deleted my information previously, please don't delete this information again, brothers and sisters. But if the person deletes the information again, y'all can go to my YouTube channel, subscribe while you're there, or just straight up Google Black Jesus Minister, all one word, or BJM Teaches the World. BJM teaches the world that Christmas and the and symbol, the tree, are not pagan. And that should pull up for you guys on YouTube, and you will see a Christmas tree on the thumbnail picture. Okay? So let me share this with you guys real quick. Did I go to the wrong place? Let me go. I got to find it. Where is it? Where are we? Okay, anybody with a question or comment while I'm trying to pull up TRS again? Anybody before we go?
Okay, I've got something for you, Minister. Hold on.
Go ahead, sister.
Okay, here I am. All right. I Googled this, of course, because I don't have a Bible with me. But it says the Christmas tree. Well, I'll start here. Nimrod was the ruler of ancient Babylon, who was eventually deified as the Son incarnate, hence a god. The Christmas tree is a mystical Tammuz. Now, I'm not sure what that word means. The slain God comes to life again, okay? The Christmas tree is representative of the Tammuz, the slain God comes to life again. And after Nimrod's death, who was some ruler scripturally, his mother, wife, propagated the doctrine of the survival of Nimrod as a spiritual being. She claims a full-grown evergreen tree sprang overnight from a dead tree stump, which symbolized the springing forth unto a new life of the dead Nimrod, okay? Nimrod would often visit a Christmas tree and leave a gift upon it. This is what is in this writing. December the 25th was the birthday of Nimrod. And apparently this is the real origin of the Christmas tree, okay? And Nimrod was the founder of a religious system that began in ancient Babylon. And you can go to Revelation 12 and 9. You can go to Revelation 12, chapter, the 9th verse. And it speaks to this. Okay?
Okay, so sister, can you read the book, chapter, and verse that says that Nimrod and the Christmas tree are connected? What's book, chapter, and verse is that directly says that?
Revelation 12 and 9.
Go ahead and read it.
12 chapter, 9th verse. I don't have a Bible. I don't have a Bible with me. I said I Googled this information.
All right, well, let me read it. Revelation 12 and 9. Can you Google? You can Google Revelation 12 and 9 and read it, sister.
Well, I'm doing something else. You can do that. I thought you had a Bible in front of you.
Okay, I will read Revelation 12 and 9. I will read it, sister. I will read it. I'll read it for you. I'll read it.
Okay.
All right.
And excuse me, this is a blog I'm reading from, so it might not be true. I just realized this is a blog. But go ahead. They reference 12 and 9, 12th chapter 9.
Yes, ma'am. Revelation 12 and 9. Okay, I'm going to read the King James Version, brothers and sisters. I'm going to read the King James Version. And Revelation 12 and 9 says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceived the whole world, he was cast out into the earth. This scripture says nothing about Nimrod and the Christmas tree.
Okay. That you just read 12 and the 9th verse. Read the 8th verse and the 10th verse and see what it says. The one verse, sometimes.
Yes, ma'am, I sure will. I sure will. All right, I'll start at 8 and read down to 10. I'll start at 8 and read down to 10. And it says, and prevail. Okay, let me go back up to 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels. Verse 8, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. Verse 9, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Verse 10, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our God, and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accuseth them before our God day and night. So this scripture is clearly about Satan. This has nothing to do with Nimrod nor a Christmas tree system.
Okay, but Nimrod was considered an evil king. He was evil.
There were several evil kings mentioned in the Bible. Again, this
I'm speaking specifically about Nimrod.
I know you are, and this scripture is not talking about Nimrod. Do you agree?
Nimrod is connected to the Christmas tree, and that is why I brought him up.
The scripture that we just read, that you just told us to pull up, has nothing to do with Nimrod nor a Christmas tree. Do we agree?
But I just read some information to you that Nimrod is connected. I said it is a blog, and I referenced, Wait a minute, Mr. Minister. Does blog reference Revelation chapter 12, 9th verse? I didn't realize it was a blog. But better than that, look what I pulled up here. In the United States of America, Christmas was established as a federal holiday on June 26, 1870. It is a celebration of the birth of Christ. The man Christians believe is the Son of God and the Savior of the world. It has its roots in ancient times and is celebrated around the world. But it was established here in the United States in 1870. So it's not a long practicing holiday. And if we go back to ancient times, Christmas is represented, or the holiday, the 25th, is really speaking to the movement of the sun moving towards the earth to bring on, or moving away from the earth. What is it? Either it's not moving. It's either, it stops
right.
moving
You're
away
right,
from the earth, and then it begins to move towards the earth to bring on the warmer months.
It's called the winter
solstice. Yes, sir. So actually, this is what, in fact, all of the religious holidays are related to the sun in some form or manner. And that goes back to ancient times. So I don't know what to say. I haven't practiced in a long time. But there's nobody has any proof that any of the religious characters in the Bible are real. You can go anywhere and find a tomb, nothing.
All right. Well, Sister Ottawa, I think we've come to the end. A pause.
Okay.
Now. Hold on, Sister. Hold on.
All right. All right. Go ahead.
Hold on, Sister. Hold on. And we've cleared up the misconception that you had that Nimrod was not associated with any Christmas tree in the Bible. There's no scripture.
That's not cleared up. You haven't proven that that's not the case.
No.
You haven't proven that. You haven't proven that. You're just going on your own.
We talk one at a time, since you gave me the floor.
Okay. All right. Well, don't.
Sister, hold on. Let me finish. Then you can rebuttal. I'm saying to you.
We're not in agreement. Don't speak like we're in agreement. We are not in agreement.
Okay. Fine. At this point in time, you have not proven excuse me, sister, you have not proven that Nimrod and the Christmas tree are mentioned or associated with each other in the Bible as you stated. So
but you haven't proven that it's not.
Well, sister, I never made the allegation. I never made the allegation.
I mean, but what do you associate the Christmas tree with?
Sister, hold on.
Okay.
I did not make the allegation. I was listening to you, and I asked for any comments or questions, and you came along and said, "Oh, well, the Christmas tree represents Nimrod." That's what you said. I didn't say that. Ma'am,
but I did give you.
Hold on, sister. Please hold on. And then I asked you. I said, "Okay, really? Well, I disagree with that. There is no association with the Christmas tree with Nimrod," and you insisted that it was. I said, "Well, what book?" Hold on, sister. I asked you what book, chapter, and verse of the Bible associates the Christmas tree with Nimrod. We gave you time to find it. You have not found it. But you still insist. Hold on. You still insist that there is a scripture. So, but at this point, we're going to say that you're going to continue looking for it. But as of now, you have not found a scripture that says that the Christmas tree is an association or symbolic of Nimrod. You have not found that as of yet, correct?
All right. And you're correct. I don't have a Bible. but I did pull up some information where someone blogged that information, and they gave the reference of Revelation chapter 12, verse 9. Now, I'm telling you what I recollect from my childhood, okay? What I learned about Nimrod scripturally through my childhood. There is a lot of information in the Bible about Nimrod, and so I don't know, but we do know that the first Christmas was celebrated in 1870 here in the United States. Christianity was established as a business, okay? There's no doubt about that. You can go back to one of the conferences, major conferences, where they changed certain things scripturally and instituted this church to control the masses of people, which has been going on, not just Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, any religion you can think of works the same way. It puts fear in people and then it manipulates people. It's big business. It has been for centuries. Religion. So, you know, you can see now, you look at the church, the Catholic Church, it's dying. Young people aren't going that way anymore. You know, the old people dying and the young people moving in another direction. So, I don't know. We have to really look at this thing, brother, and understand how you got it. You got it through torture. You watch people being tortured because they were fighting against the system and this belief system. Christianity wasn't a friendly religion. You've heard of the Christian Crusade, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that wasn't a friendly, loving situation at all.
Okay, but dear sister, hold on, sister. Do you know that the Crusades was not a crusade against black people? Did you know that?
We did. I mean, we're talking about the religion being
hold on,
forced upon masses of people.
Hold on, sister. Hold on. Did you know? Because we know the conscious community loves to sit up here and talk about the Crusades and don't know what they're talking about. So I'm going to stop. Hold on, sister. Did you know that the Crusades was not a war against black people?
I didn't say that. I said people.
So why
the Crusades was about bringing people into the religion to establish the religion by force.
Into what religion, sister?
We're talking about Christianity, Catholicism.
So who were the people who were warring against another people trying to make them Christians? Who was that?
Well, the priests of Catholicism.
Okay, and who were they warring against?
The Jesuits. Those were the warriors for the church.
Yes, ma'am. So who were they trying to conquer to turn them into Christians? Who was that?
The masses of people.
The masses of people?
The masses of people.
Okay, what masses of people are you talking about?
I mean, Christianity encompasses a lot of people. They went across the world with their religion, with their sword. Okay? It's not a mystery. You can go and read this. I can't tell you what.
Hold on. No, okay, hold on, sister. So you're saying that the Christians and the Catholic Church went all over the world slaying people and making them become Christians, correct?
Have you read about the Christian Crusade minister?
Yes, ma'am, I have, and that's why that's why I'm about to educate you.
So you tell me what they were doing.
Yes, I will. I'm going to tell you right now what the Christian Crusades are doing about, sister.
All right.
The Christian Crusades was in direct conflict with the Muslim Islamic Crusade, dear sister.
No,
But
they had a crusade of their own. The Islam went across the world with the sword as well.
Sister, can I finish talking now?
Okay, go
now,
ahead.
Sister, I'm telling you, the so-called Christian Crusades was a fight over the Holy Land, sister. This was not about Christians running all over the world, these European Christians conquering people, killing people, and trying to turn them into Christians. No. This was a fight between the European empires and the Caliphate Muslim Empire over the Holy Land of Israel. And they fought over that land. I forgot how long it was. I believe, hell, it might have been 100 years.
Well, wait a minute now.
Sister,
wait a minute. Where was Israel? Where was Israel located?
You gotta let me finish
biblically.
Talking. Sister, please.
I'm just, wait a minute. Okay, go ahead.
Sister, go ahead. Let me finish talking.
Okay, I'm
saying
sorry.
To you, the Crusade Wars was not a war of Europeans warring against all kinds of people trying to turn them into Christians. That's what the ignorant conscious community says because of ignorance and lack of education and not reading the damn Crusades, what it was all about. It was a fight with the Muslim Caliphate, the Muslim Empire, over the Holy Land. Okay? It was a religious war between European Christians and Arab Muslims for the control of the Holy Land. Who controlled Israel? Because they both believed that Israel was the Holy Land. And they thought that they should have control over the land. The Muslims thought that they should have control because they're Muslims. They're the true believers of God. And the Christians said, no, the Holy Land belongs to us because we're the believers of God. As a matter of fact, it was Constantine who bankrolled the building of and the preservation of many holy sites in Israel. Okay.
Well, wait a minute. What you talking about? It didn't exist. Now you're talking about Israel. Where Israel wasn't established until 1948. So of the common era,
ancient Israel,
of the common era, minister.
Let's talk about ancient Israel, sister.
What ancient? Where was it? Ancient Israel. There's no ancient Israel.
The same place it is now, sister.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
All right.
Israel was a people. Mm-hmm. It was a group of people. The 12 tribes. The 12 tribes of Israel did not. It was not a land base. It was not a land.
They never had a land nation, right, sister?
They were the people. They were a people. Right now, the people. Now, scripturally, you can go back. Scripture. Wait a minute. Just a second. Scripturally, you can go back to that area where Israel has been established today. But those people who were there in scriptural times, in biblical times, if we want to, let's go back to 1059, 1019, Common Era, okay? The people who lived in that area were called Philistines, which was a derogatory term. They're talking about the Palestinians, who were black people, and they've been displaced from their land as of 1948. That's when Israel was established. So you can't mix that stuff. You can't mix it like that. That's where the confusion comes in. There was no Israel. There was no Israel.
All right, Sister Ottawa, thank you so much, dear sister, for that information. Thank you so much. And until next time, brothers and sisters, if Howard or Tyrone or anybody invites me back, I'll be back, y'all. Thank y'all very much. Love y'all very much. Thank you, Sister Ottawa.
Peace, brother.
All right. Jay, thank you, dear brother. Thank you, Sister Antoinette. Sister Antoinette, did you find the name of the first Coptic church, sister? If you do, you can blurt that out before I roll on out. And also to my other brother that was here. I can't remember his name right now, but my brother from Texas. Thank you, brother, as well for being here as well. Okay.
All right.
All right, y'all. Until next time, love y'all much now. I'm finna roll on out. Thank y'all so much for this opportunity. Take care.
Okay, that's it, huh?
Sleeping on TRS.
Oh. You know, I find it interesting. I really haven't ever looked up this information on Google, but I'm beginning to believe that biblical history and just, you know, history in general, you can't depend on Wikipedia, because I think that they got a lot of stuff mixed up into here. But then I'm sure there's somebody on this line that has more knowledge than I do. Please come forward. I think that one thing that could be said about Jesus the Christ in the scripture, he said, let the same mind be in you that's in Christ Jesus. Now, this was Paul. He said, let the same mind be in you. And he was talking to man and woman and child, whatever race they might be. I don't know. If they embraced whatever they was talking about, he was directing it at them. And he said, let the same mind be in you that was also in Christ the Jesus, or Jesus the Christ, who thought it not robbery to be equal with God. Now, we know that we've been taught that the Bible was written by God or inspired by God. You know, that means a brother had some information that he thought to be true, and he wrote it down and shared it with other people. And because it was some good information, people embraced it. That's how the stuff got going, you know. Man wrote the book, changed the book, added a bunch of stuff to it, and gave it to us. Men did that.
Okay, Sister Otto. I found something on here. And to really understand the Crusades, you have to go to the first crusade.
Okay.
That you understand? And I went online myself. I'm on encyclopedia.com.
Okay.
Okay, and it's the Crusades 1096 to 1291, major figures, Pope Urban II. Pope Urban was the catalyst for the first crusade. Now this is off of encyclopedia.com. It also says it was doubtful that the Crusades would have ever been launched without his guidance. Although Pope Urban became Pope in 1088, he was unable to occupy the Vatican until 1094 due to a conflict with Henry IV, 1056 to 1106. The Holy Roman Emperor, however, once he became the undisputed head of the church, Urban's actions revived the influence of the Pope and the church during the Middle Ages. Now, before the Crusades, you have a second paragraph. The conflict between Henry IV and Urban II was tied to investiture controversy between 1057 and 1122 that dominated the relationships between the papacy and the Holy Roman Empire throughout the Middle Ages. The issue was whether the emperor or the pope could appoint bishops within the empire. Henry IV had substituted to authority of Pope Gregory VIII. He lived from 1073 to 1085, or his reign, excuse me, Urban's predecessor. But he would not recognize Urban. Instead, he recognized another candidate, Clement II. Urban's successful conclusion of this affair, along with his support of the Archbishop of Canterbury against the English king and the excommunication of King Philip of France for repudiating his wife, gave Urban the unparalleled prestige. Now, call for crusades. In 1095, Urban received a message from the Byzantine Emperor Alexis Comnenus. I guess his reign was from 1081 to 1118. Requested a few hundred knights to aid in his effort to retake territory from the Turks. All Alexis sought was a mercenary force what Urban recruited for him would be quite beyond his expectations or needs. The arrival of the Byzantine envoy coincided with reforms that Urban had spent much of his early years creating. With this early achievement, Henry IV and Philip of France, Urban had the authority to take greater steps. At the Council of Clement, where a large number of archbishops, bishops, and priests, as well as many of nobility in southern France, had gathered, Urban made a call for the crusade in 1095. It was an unexpected announcement, but it made a significant impression. At Clermont and a number of meetings afterwards, Urban greatly agitated. He greatly stirred shit up with the Byzantines, as well as the aristocrats inflicted upon the Christian pilgrims going to Jerusalem, artfully spinning tales of cruelty and mayhem, whereas Alexis wanted troops from the Byzantine Empire. Urban called for an expedition to liberate Jerusalem. And there you got it.
Well, where was Jerusalem? Where is this place called Jerusalem?
They don't have it highlighted, like to show you what they're talking about. Let me go back here, because this is what 10. We'll say 1081.
To 95, 1095, right?
I bet you this shit will be up in some damn Turkey some damn where. If we do our research, we'll find out where Jerusalem is in we'll say 1088. That's right. That was like the first number popped up, right? So hey, sometimes Google works, sis. You just have to know how to use it. You know, you have to duck the flim-flam.
See, there's always been a Palestine. Palestine goes back biblically.
It says, I always skip that. I'm looking because hold on, let me do this. It all depends on what you put in there. All right, here we go. Let me see what we got here, sis. All right, here we go. See if I can tell you where this is at, sis. Okay. Hold on. See, they are calling Jerusalem exactly where it's at now. They even got Holy Damascus near Israel. No Israel is here. You understand that? It just they on this map it's showing Jerusalem is near Israel, where Israel is now, or maybe a little south.
Okay.
And listen, they're showing the Crusades. See, to my understanding, the Crusades was all about finding the Holy Grail, the goblet, right? That didn't even exist. And it spanned all over Europe. All of them headed down to the Mediterranean Sea. So I guess they're going to Jerusalem, coming from like France and Rome, Paris and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Because that's where all.
But there wasn't no knowledge there.
No,
they didn't have no knowledge.
They wasn't taking no knowledge. They was
what I'm saying is that
it was all about especially going through what I was reading in that encyclopedia. It was all about just straight conquering. He was mad. He was that dude. Hold on, let me go back here and read this again. Because at Claremont,
they talk about the papal bull, and these are edicts that came down from the different popes that gave them direction.
Right. Because Pope Urban II was the catalyst for the First Crusade. That's the first synod of major figures, in the Crusade.
Now we talking about the Roman Catholic Church, right?
Well, you talking about? Let's see here. Yeah, Henry IV was the Roman emperor, and then Pope Urban is head of the church at the Vatican. See what I'm saying?
All right.
So these two motherfuckers are arguing, right? Henry ain't trying to hear that shit, and Urban calls up some other people, right? Because it's simple. The Turks was already having issues with the Roman Empire. The Byzantine Emperor Alexis Comnenus requested a few hundred knights to aid in his effort to retake territory from the Turks. So the Byzantine emperor needed help. So he calls the Pope. He don't call Henry, he calls the Pope. And this motherfucker uses these motherfuckers. At Clermont and at a number of meetings afterwards, Urban greatly extricated the polite of the Byzantines as well as the aristocrats, inflicting upon Christian pilgrims going to Jerusalem. So these people running down there looking for the Holy Grail are getting fucked off by the Byzantines. I even heard a story, Sister Ottawa, of they got a children's crusade, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these same people going down to look for this Holy Grail when only a couple of grown people went with these kids, and when they got them down into Jerusalem, they sold them off. You know why? Because that Byzantine Empire looked like they was on their ass. They knew these crazy ass people was going to look for this damn cup. Christianity was like, wasn't cool. It never was, sis. That's the reason. It's made up.
It's made up.
It's made up. Constantine and all the councils that it took 1,000 years, and like it took 1,000 years and like 10 or 12 ecumenical councils to get Christianity. It wasn't even called Christianity.
No.
Until after all of these councils. They didn't have no name for it.
Mm-mm.
They came up with designs and stories all to try to get a foothold into Africa. That's what it was all based off.
And the stories had a source. They went somewhere to even get the story.
Well, sis, Ptolemy 3, not Ptolemy, I think it's Ptolemy 2. He the one that took all the stuff, went into all the schools and took everything when they was down in Egypt. It was at 300 BC. That's when all of that shit was going down. And they had, sis, that's the reason why you hear the Renaissance, because there was Africans that was helping them white men. And when they got them, were the source of the information. They was putting everything together, and them white folks still didn't learn. We had to teach them again.
That's right. They forgot.
After the Moors booted their ass up, locked them up, had to be taught again.
Mm-hmm.
When they in 1700s, when they came in there, the Moors went into Europe. When they came down into Spain. Like, okay, appreciate you. And retaught them again.
Yeah.
Then, the African
we don't even know if that story is correct either. You know what I'm saying? We getting a lot of stuff.
I got a book.
And it goes, the story just repeats and repeats. And so
I got a book.
It's a real thing.
I got a book. And I'm gonna tell you, the Moors, when they went into Spain, they controlled the waters, and they stopped all trade going into Europe. That's the reason why they call it the Dark Ages and the Middle Ages and medieval, because everything was shut off to them. But this is long after Alexander the Greek comes into Africa. This is long after that. So it took them 1,000 years to implement Christianity, sis. Nobody was trying to hear that shit. They had to force it.
Okay, let me say this. That all of these Europeans went into Africa
Right.
for knowledge. They went into Africa for knowledge.
To steal.
To conquer the people.
To steal.
But they stole the culture as well. Now that's unusual for a people to come into another land and then take the culture of the people with them. Okay, they didn't have anything. They came into Africa because they was on their ass and they needed some stuff, just like today. You know, all the food and minerals and everything that's needed to run the world come out of Africa. The raw material, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So this thing has been an ongoing thing of people fighting other folks, people who don't have a damn thing, fighting people who standing on land that's plentiful. The bounty is amazing. You know, I'm amazed at the fact that there's so much food that just grows, you know, for people to consume everywhere in these hot areas, you know. Just go pick you a pineapple and a mango and you ain't got to be hungry that day. You know what I'm saying? So there are people coming from a cold region on the planet where all they have is animals and very little vegetation, going to another land where there's plenty of vegetation.